like I said, it could be 20 below. It could be 95 degrees outside like it is now. But I always will have my coffee. Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Psycho's Platters. Always powered by coffee each and every time. That is the mighty Psycho promise. Although here in Casa del Psycho, it is about 73 degrees in here. Works for me anyway. I hope everybody's doing really good here. Saturday night, of course, June 22nd. You know, one more weekend and we're out of the month. Yes, we are. Hopefully everybody is doing all right. At least that's what we're shooting for. I heard that I think down in Texas they're not doing so good right now because I think there's like another hurricane getting ready. I thought somebody told me that. William, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you here. I've been watching little bits of your last few episodes, if you will, your vinyl VC detective work, if you will. Ben, how's it going? So this time around, before anybody asks, it's a Cafe Abuelo. It's like espresso grade. I ran out of my Folgers. Anywho, to the almost 10 people in here, welcome to another episode here of Psycho's Platters. This will be the last Saturday show for the month. I won't be here next Saturday. I'll be in Jonesboro, Arkansas, and the surrounding areas for next weekend. If anybody happens to live out and about near Jonesboro, maybe somehow. I thought I heard there's like one or two record stores in Jonesboro, and I also heard that there's at least a couple thrift shops and flea market-y type things. So, you know, in between my Legends of Memphis Wrestling Fan Fest and such, I'm hoping to do at least a little bit of crate digging. That is the goal here. Anyway, I want to welcome new. Oh yeah, I'll explain the boo-boo in a minute. Something's always happening to Psycho. I know. I don't understand it myself, Mike. Usually he is. I hope he's okay now that you brought that up. Yeah, I know. That's very odd. But you know what? People have lives, you know. So, new subscribers, Shaboomski919 and Vinyl Stockholm. Thank you for joining up in the Psycho Platter Network. There will be some interesting things coming across this summer on the show and otherwise. Yes, there will. Oh, yes. And David, you know, okay, I think I brought this up before, and if I didn't, just bear with me. I would love to go, like one of my dream trips is to spend a month or two in England, Ireland, Scotland, and I want to go a little off the beaten path. But, you know, Glastonbury would be, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, would be quite interesting. I wouldn't mind going to that. I think the biggest, the biggest concert crowd that I remember anyway, and we're talking going way back, was Monsters of Rock 88, Alpine Valley, Wisconsin, where you've got Kingdom Come, Dawkins, Scorpions, Van Hagar, and Metallica. There was so many people there. It was almost wall to wall. I don't know. I don't even care. A sub's a sub. It's all a game to me. Oh, boy. Yeah, SSVAE in the house. I'm staying out of whatever you two come across. Remember, go meet at the VC flagpole, 3 o'clock after the bell rings in VC high school or junior high in this case. I'm teasing. Hi, Morton. Not going to Wales. I know, right? I want to go, like I said, I want to go off the beaten path. And I want to go off the beaten path. The only touristy things that I want to do, Liverpool, of course. I've got to go to Beatles Central, for God's sakes. And yeah, I'd like to go. I mean, does Abbey Road still do tours? Because I would love to go in Abbey Road. Other than that, that's probably the only planned touristy stuff I want to do. I'd like to go, I don't know, I'm maybe going to sound stupid or whatever, but I wouldn't mind like spending a night in a castle. I think that'd be quite interesting. To kind of see, how things. I mean, people glorify and glamorize this type stuff. The ones that can afford castles, of course. But I'd like to do that. I'd like to go and I don't know, some quaint English bed and breakfast or something. But then saying that, I'd love to go to a few of the clubs too. I don't know if anybody still does Northern Soul Ravers. I would love to catch on one of those too. It'd be really fun. And then, like I said, with Ireland, maybe go meet some of my my stepdad's relatives. Okay, I'm not good enough to go golf at that St. Andrews. I wish I was. It's really tough, I'm told, to get into St. Andrews. Oh God, I'm staying out of this. Okay, Monsters of Rock is a fest I'd love to play. Yeah, I now see. Now that's Donington, right? Is Monsters of Rock. There's been a lot of killer bands that have come through there. The last Visage show we did was 40,000. I needed to, well, yeah, I bet 40,000. I'll tell you this much. I've only ever been on stage once, and it was a very strange way of doing it. But I was security. Me and some other friends of mine, we were security for a Night Ranger gig. Okay, this is like 2005, and I actually helped tear down some of the stage. So I got to go out there briefly and see these 5,000, 5,500 people. And I just stopped for 2 seconds and I said, this is just a teensy weensy bit of what bands feel like. It was kind of cool, actually. Coast was a Swansea, north coast of Wales, not far from Liverpool. Llandudno. Hope I'm pronouncing that. Now, Swansea in Wales, wasn't that where Badfinger got their start too? Hey, James, how you doing? Sorry, west of. Certainly, London, I could give you a Sex Pistols Cure tour. Oh, hell yes. I'm hoping to meet Dr. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know Dr. Robert is from London. That's the one that's in. I get this all confused. Is he the one that lives in South Africa right now? There's so many people in the lineup card on the RG show. I lose count. Okay. This video in tribute. I always try to get things in tribute here, right? All right. So James Chance, he was in the Contortions and Teenage Jesus and the Jerks. And he died at the age of 71 on the 18th of June. And on June 16th, an old schooler here, Buzz Kassan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Buzz Kassan, James Buzz Kassan. He wrote Everlasting Love. Yeah, that song, Everlasting Love. He wrote songs for Martina McBride, Dolly Parton, and Oak Ridge Boys, but was a founding member of Nashville's first rock band called The Casuals, which I actually have a 45 I found many, many years ago. And boy, oh boy, did they cook back then, right? And with a little bit of a wink, in tribute to Chad Gable, who unfortunately on Monday may have been murdered by the Wyatt Six, and I am along with Captain Howdy. Now, if you watched WWE, you know I'm laughing a little bit about this. Wink, he's dead. Chad Gable's dead. You know what? I'll tell you something. Some people actually really believed he died, that they actually put on his Wikipedia page. People put on Wikipedia pages, that was the death date. I'm going, oh, you guys don't watch wrestling very much, do you? That's all I could say about it. Honestly, no, okay, I didn't know that. Ah, boy, whatever. All right. Hey, DJ Trish, uploading a video and watching you at the same time. That's great. That is always fun. Okay, Dr. Robert lives in the U.S. Okay, all right. See, so I was teensy-weensy right, but I screwed it up. Boy, he was all over the place. London, Paris, music. Everybody talk about pop music. I think it's just a nice holiday now. He's retired from spine surgery. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be a spine surgeon, you Gotta have a lot of back to that. All right, I don't get go do this somewhere else. This one's going to cost you. Okay, it's going to cost me. So what's going to happen? Cost me. Oh boy. Anyways, so that's what's in tribute today. On a WWE note, though, I'm kind of glad to see Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six. I think that's kind of fun. Rest in peace, there, Bray Wyatt. I'll tell you, I liked you. Him and Terry Funk died the same week. Dr. Roberts in Paris right now was watching the Mazzy auction. Oui, monsieur. As in, I don't know a lick of French except for comment vous appelez-vous. Okay. Other than that, though, it's oui, monsieur and bonjour ape tit. That's the way I always do it. I know it's supposed to be. What I did, James, was, I feel bad about even. I feel stupid about this, really, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Hey, Kimba, how you doing? Always good to see you here. Kimba, one of these days, I wouldn't put you up on screen, but just one of these days, I really would like to see what you look like, just out of curiosity. I wouldn't put you on screen. I just would be like, oh, I have another VC friend of mine, a lady friend, and we yippee yap away from here. Very nice lady. Anyways, so Boo Boo Finger is that so okay, maybe I'm an idiot. I wear gloves at work. Okay, I do. And yet somehow I still get infected hangnails, like really, really bad. Like, oh yeah, thank you. Rest in peace, Donald Sutherland. 88 years old. Talk about a Hollywood legend. First time I remember ever seeing him, to be honest with you, was the movie MASH. Yeah, I thought the movie was all right. It was definitely different than the TV show, that's for sure. So I tried to do my own Lance job. Only got a little bit out last night. So I'm like, you know what? Yesterday I made an advance notice to go to the little Go clinic. They were all nice. Boom, boom, boom. 10 minutes and I'm out. So not too shabby. Yes, you are. We're not talking about Blur today. That'll be for another show where boys could be girls and girls could be boys, but boys want to act like girls and girls that are boys. Da 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 da. You really love. All right. Yeah. Richard, how you doing? It's so hot around here. I saw on the news that this. Hold on a minute. I gotta do this way. Hey, I'll tell you, it's so hot around here. I saw on the news that the Statue of Liberty is wearing a bikini. No respect at all. uh, oh God, that's right. He was the last of the. I saw that movie. God, I don't even know how long ago, Mike. That's when I was a teenager. You see, now I didn't know that. I mean, I think I showed you guys way a long time ago about that Kate Bush book that I read. I said Bush, but the thing is, I only know a little bit of her music, like the early MTV stuff. Uh, child in his eyes, running up the hill. I'm not a big fan, but I mean, who was David Gilmour. He was like a huge Kate Bush fan. Seriously. Oh, hi, Marty. Mhm. McFly. Marty, McFly. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a big fan of drama. unless it's the 1980 album from Yes. That's the only drama I like, which I'll show you that in a little while, too. I did contact members of the VC Justice League. Sorry. That's the only way I remember. See, I Mr. Nolan chimed in. The Red Shoes is an amazing album, like Kate. We rarely saw her after that. That's true. I remember, like, what was it, about 7, 8 years or something between albums? What was she trying to be, Def Leppard or Boston? I'm teasing. Machine Messiah, indeed. It's one of my favorite tracks. Hey, Martin. Hi, Paul. Army Soldiers, one I always loved, and This Woman's Work. Maybe I should just like take a deep dive one of these days. Let me put that in my notes. Kate Bush deep dive. Yeah. Well, by the way, somebody went off and commented to look at the new John Anderson and Band Geeks, and I did. I think it was called Shine. Great track. My God, that guy Richie on excellent. Yeah, see, they mentioned that in the book. You know what? I'm just, like I said, they need to go to the VC flagpole, 3:00. Duke it out. Well, like I said, I wrote it on here. I'm glad to see everybody here tonight. Yes, I am. Oh, as I was saying, I did alert members of the VC Justice League, and I know, though, that at least one will not be able to appear, and I understand that totally. Prayers going out to the family. I'm just saying that. All right. What else was I going to bring up? All right. Let's see. How about this? Here, let me do this again. Let's go into the video title of this week. Fun and games. Enough is enough. Where's my cufflinks? I like doing these titles. They're so fun. All right. The 1968 album on Uni Records, Elephant Candy from the Fun and Games. Here's the front. Here's the back. All right. Now, I wrote a little bit on this one here. Houston, Texas band from, 1968, produced by Gary Zeckley, who, of course, was involved with a lot of bands. Grassroots and Yellow Balloon come to mind right away. The hit off of here, Grooviest Girl in the World, only went to number 78. Number 78. And, of course, we all know what the Uni Records label looks like, but let's show it anyway, because I think it's a cool-ass label. Especially with those Elton John ones, too, from the first couple albums he had. Those are always pretty cool. Army Dreamers. I'm guilty of a lot of bubblegum psych, pop psych, whatever the heck I try to get. See, now that's pretty kick-ass, James, that you can have all that. All right. Fun and games. Enough is enough. And no, it's not the band Enough's Enough, although they're a great band, too, out of Chicagoland. Used to play the Thirsty Whale a lot over in River Grove, Illinois. Go grab any of their albums, but the first three are what they're really known for. Obviously a scholar and a gentleman, Mr. James Farley. All right. Enough's enough. Billy Squire, 1986. Came out on my birthday, September 27th. Yes. Here's the front. Here's the back and all his Squireness. Squireness. All right. So this one here only made it to 61. All right. Now, this, of course, was the next album after the Rock Me Tonight Pink Shirt video disaster. And I like him anyway. I don't care. I like his other stuff. But like I said, only went to 61. Loves the Hero with Freddie Mercury on backing vocals. Okay, that was your single. And then another track that nobody knows about is Freddie Mercury actually arranged, he's the arranger, on the next track on this album, Lady with a Tenor Sax. All right. So, show you, of course, a little bit custom label for Billy. I'd love to go see him. I think he still does some shows. Now, see, okay, now that's funny. Now, I know who Tori Amos is, okay? Why can't Tori read? All that other stuff, right? Now, if my buddy Paul happened to be here, he is like the biggest Tori Amos / Alanis Morissette fan that I know. Like, he's met both. Reminds me of a Swedish children's TV program called Fem Mur el Fleur an Fora Elefanter. 5 ants are more than 4 elephants. That's true, but not in the weight category. Add craft work. And I tried. I'm not a huge craft work fan like Dees. I hope you're doing all right over there in the Middle East, Dees. Oh boy. I know he was on here once or twice, not video-wise, comment-wise. I just hope he's doing okay. Him and his watch collection. I've heard of Boys for Pele. Are you guys telling me I need to do a Tori Amos deep dive too? It never ends for Psycho. Never ends. All right. Now, I could do the whole Wuthering Heights dance. Not fun to watch. I've seen that dance. I know what you're talking about. I mean, and here's another thing, though, too, that, we're talking about artists that were very, very popular in the UK and Europe, but not so much here. I think Kate is in that category. Seriously. She had a lot more hits over in the UK. All right. Third part. Where's my cufflinks? So good. Yes. Not too many people remember the second LP from the cufflinks. Here's the front. Here's the back. But yes, that's right. They what was this? Hey Jupiter Horses and Father Lucifer. They did a song called Tracy. Tracy, da, 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 da. And of course, that whole album, that first album, had Ron Dante. Now, Ron went over to the two main guys, the ones that kind of created this cufflinks thing, right? And he went to go deal with monetary-wise things from the first album. And they went off and they're like, yeah, we're not doing that until you cut a second record with us, which he couldn't do because a couple months before this, he signs a solo exclusivity contract with Don Kirshner. And so he can't do outside work at that time frame. And so basically, he told them this and then walked out. And some of the tracks were already prepared for Dante, I am told, on this thing, but obviously not. So you have two singers on this album. You've got Joe Cord, don't know who that is, but then you got a Mr. Rupert Holmes. Yeah, Mr. Pina Colada, Mr. Him, Partners in Crime, Rupert Holmes. And he is on half of this LP. Let's see here. Of course, you're going to be looking at Their color bar Deca. It's even got a nice Deca sleeve. You want to see it for a second? Let's see what this Deca sleeve looks like. Let's see. The best of the best Hawaiian music, classical children's music. And then let's see. Well, this is an old school sleeve. There's not even any rock on here whatsoever. There's not. You got a whole bunch of country, folk, but it's a new world of sound on Decca. But yeah, I've never seen this album before, and I got it at a reasonable price too. I don't even think I spent $5 on this. It was like $3, if I remember correctly. So that is Fun and Games. Enough is enough. Where's my cufflinks? That is today's little bit of fun. Yes. Yeah, Tracy is some pop candy, that's for sure. Tracy never let go, indeed. Yep, good old Rupert Holmes. There is, and I'm going to suggest to anybody out there that is a big Ron Dante fan, Archie's, that kind of stuff, right? Go get, it's on Sunset Boulevard Records. I did a review, actually, if you want to go back in the library of the Psycho Platter library and go check out Ron Dante's Fun House, which for the cover, they actually got one of the comic book artists for Archie Comics, went and did that cover. That I didn't know. You got me on that. I saw the Dick Tracy movie starring Detroit's finest, The Madonna. I saw that movie when it came out with my dad. Oh boy, that's all I'm going to say. And Dick Tracy was created by Chester Gould. You know, he born and lived in Woodstock, Illinois. And Fun House. So go get Ron Dante's Fun House. It almost sounds like a cartoon show in itself, doesn't it? Not like the Firefly Fun House, which we don't want to confuse that with Bray Wyatt. Never mind, The Fiend. I have some other albums. Like I said, I've been plopping little things here and there. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. Almost boo-booed. I don't want to boo-boo too early. Or Yogi, for that matter. But I still am working on this Fleetwood Mac book that I showed you guys last week. So I wanted to tell you a couple of things off of this Storms book from Carol Ann Harris, right? There are pictures in this book, but they're teensy weensy and they're kind of hard to see. But let me tell you, so far we've gone through the Rumors period. They're just about done with the Rumors tour. We're looking at 1978. All right, 1978. But before that, oh boy, before the Grammys, before Fleetwood Mac were at the Grammys, of course, because Rumors won, they ended up being on Dick Clark's American Music Awards. Remember that show when it was all right and Dick Clark was still alive? So the thing is that they get there. You know, she's, of course, with the entourage. There's like 20 people total in the entourage, roughly. They seem to go everywhere where Mac goes somewhere. And she was sitting next to Lindsay. All right. And they're up there. You know, they're up towards the front. And for some reason, it appears, and it's still kind of allegedly, but it's still unknown, that Stevie Nicks' purse might have been open and there was some pills in it. Did Mr. Buckingham take a Quaalude? He was already nervous to begin with, drank a bunch beforehand, and according to Carol here. Did he take a Quaalude and nobody bothered to know about it? Well, when Rumors wins on the American Music Award, okay, now they're filming this. Thank God this wasn't live. They filmed it all, though, as it was going. And Lindsay was just, ooh, way up, like almost tripping balls, if you will. And so, and then, after that was all said and done, everybody's escorted off stage. All right. Yeah. And so, I'm sorry. That's a okay. Anyways, you guys kill me. So here's the thing. So some big burly security guard goes to Carol's seat up towards the front and says quietly, "Mr. Buckingham wants to see you backstage now, please." And he escorts her, okay, to the back. Now, I don't know where the venue of the AMAs in 1977 was, or early 78, I don't know. But in Dick Clark's office, Dick Clark's office, they go in, Dick's there, there's another person in there, kind of like a quasi-security, whatever, and Lindsay Buckingham, allegedly on a couch, shaking and puking his guts out onto Dick Clark's office carpet. Dick is like, he's shocked / pissed. She's trying to calm everything, although she's almost in dramatics too. I found out, I'm not all the way done with this thing, but she does get a little bit overboard. And needless to say, Dick is just like, did not want to have any more of this. Yeah, I said Dick. And finally, makes a phone call, gets all of them out of there after Mr. Buckingham pukes one more. Celebrity puke, ladies and gentlemen, for Dick Clark. I would not give it a rating. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Tripping balls. That would have been a great radio name in the 70s. See, you and Canadian Buttpulling could have had a duet show. Anyways, so then you can, yeah, that's right. That's right, CP. You could, especially now. Anyways, so then we go to 1978. All right, now we're in 78. Lindsay and the girlfriend get a new house. So they go decide to have a band barbecue. Okay, so everybody, yeah, he puked on Dean Warmer. That's on Dean Warmer. That's right, especially the shoes. And so, in between that time, between the time of the puking, oh, and by the way, that got edited out, so don't try to look for it on YouTube. The stumbling part on the AMAs, because when she got to see it live a couple hours later, that part was cut. You don't even see Lindsay. You see the other four. And he behaved himself at the Grammys. Everybody was fine at the Grammys. So now, between the Grammys and early 78, Lindsay built a home studio in his house. He starts working on the next batch of songs for Tusk. Okay. I don't know what you guys feel about Tusk. Double LP and all, 1979. Of course, the big hits off of there are Tusk and Sarah. Something tells me there was a third single that came off of there, but for the life of me, I don't know what it is right now. And he has not revealed the songs to the band yet. Yeah, see, I like Tusk too, but back in 79, 80, there was not a lot of people that did. And what was even goofier yet, Martin, I would say truthfully, I could find that damn thing in a clearance cutout bins into at least the mid 80s. Yeah, see, I didn't know that. Yeah, right, exactly. So he's recording all these songs, and he's getting ready basically to have a band meeting at the barbecue. At least that was his intent, but it doesn't happen because even though everybody's okay, it seems everybody's they're drinking and drugging and everything. That's typical 1970s fashion. Everybody's there, and then for some reason, it says, according to this, at 6 p.m., there's a light knock on the door to Lindsay's place. And Carol opens up the door to see some guy that happens to, well, I hate to say this, kind of looks like a bum, a homeless person almost. And John McVie, who's walking to the door, catches and goes, Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy Spencer, of all people, who, Lindsay was shocked. He's like, that Jeremy's there. And he stays for about a good 2 hours, barely making any conversation. And he just plays simple stuff on the piano on and off for 2 hours. Next thing you know, he just disappears without a trace. The Mac people are strange. I don't know, Richard. Maybe. See, okay, like I said, I like Tusk. I like Sarah. I like, oh my God. It's not that fun. It's not that funny is good too. There's another one of Lindsay's I like off that album. Beautiful Child. You see now, yeah, I like all three actually. They're just all different. Bret Hart or the Mountie. Ooh. See, I almost pulled it though, huh? I don't know. I know who both are. I still would probably go Bret Hart. CP, familiar enough. We're going to talk about Peter Green in a second also. So in the book, we're talking about now 2 months later, June of 1978 now. This is the last story from this for today. June of 1978, John McVie gets married, to his girlfriend of, I don't know, a couple of years. I don't damn know. And I'm just like, so everybody's invited, they're having it in the same house that him and Christine had. Talk about weird. That's a little uncomfortable. You wouldn't catch me doing that, but I ain't rock and roll. And I'm not incestuous like Fleetwood Mac appears to be. So 2 things come out at the wedding, all right? One is very hush-hush. The other one is an interesting surprise. Who happens to show up at the wedding? This time, though, was invited, but was a guest, was Peter Green. That's right. So Peter Green shows up. Everybody's having a good time. Seriously, with Peter Green. He sticks around for a little while. But then, while that's all, that goes down, and Carol and Jenny Fleetwood, Mick's wife, Jenny says, can I talk to you, please, somewhere? So they're like, okay, sit down. What's wrong? Jenny goes off and kind of bawls her eyes out and says, look, I know Mick's been sleeping with groupies. That's no secret. I know that bit. He goes, but I found out something else. He goes, he's been sleeping with Stevie. And she's like, that was the look. She's like, what? And then she puts 2 and 2 together about during the Rumors tour that it seemed like they were a little bit too comfy with each other. And I'm just going, oh boy. Now, see, I didn't know anything about that until, oh God, what was it? The Stand Back LP? The one album where Mick is in the video for for Stevie. Mick's in the video for Stevie's song. That was when I found out about the affair. I'm just like, oh boy, never ends. Still going through this. This will go all the way to 85, which, of course, let's see. So that's before Tango in the Night. And if I remember correctly, that would be after Lindsay's album Go Insane, which I like that song. So that was Fleetwood Mac reading time, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, see, and I like that stuff too. I do. I like all of it, really. I would love a Shakespeare mashup just for Fleetwood Macbeth. You know what? And Bob Welch does not get enough love in my. And none of them really do. But Bob Welch, he deserved better. I saw the film for the song Tusk in a movie theater before me. Now, see, now that's damn cool. I didn't know that they did that. I didn't get to see it until MTV when they, like, in the first year, they showed it, like, geez, I think it was the first day or two. And that might have actually been the first time I heard it. I don't recall hearing it on radio, to be honest with you. Yeah, no, yeah, no kidding. She was a singer. She definitely was sensual at times, that's for sure. Yes, Jenny Boyd. I didn't know she wrote a book. I probably would love to try to dig that. Miss Elizabeth X-Man, oh God. X-Man. Oh, hi. Yes, we have to have our brief grandson moment. He has been playing with crap tons of Legos. Lots of Legos.
Wait, can I show something?
You can show them one thing. Go get.
No.
Oh, what?
I want to show you.
You want to show me something? Well, I'm kind of constricted to hear. What is it? Can't you bring it over here?
No.
Oh, what is it?
I made it.
Where is it?
It's like in the hole.
I'll look at it in a little bit. Don't move it.
Okay.
Anyways, yes, he's been the regular Leonardo da Vinci of Legos.
I love Legos.
I know you love Legos. Everybody loves Legos.
I love Legos.
Yeah, CP says, hey. And now, okay, Kimbo, was that why Donovan wrote this? Was that the inspiration? You and your Minecraft sword. Oh,
I have 2 Minecraft swords. I have a netherite sword.
I know you got bits and pieces, yes.
And I got diamond pickaxe.
You betcha.
That's all I have.
Yes. 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 Go away, kid. You're bothering me. That's what W.C. Fields would always say. It was it kids and animals. Oh, how I hate them. And it was like, kid, better seen, not heard.
What?
Yeah, see, there you go. Awesome. Maybe I'll have to look for that too, if I ever find it. See, I love you people in the list. The want list just never end.
I love seeing the people with like you.
Yeah? Well, I do too. These guys, they're good people. I have good people.
I'm a good people.
You are a good people.
Yeah. Or
okay, so one of my so somebody's asking, who is your favorite Minecraft character?
Steve.
Did you say Steve?
Yeah.
Steve. Paul, any truth to the rumor that Stevie wrote Sarah about the baby? It's, you know what? I'm that. That is what I heard too. And I'll tell you why. Because there's a certain lyric in that song. Yes. Not the hot dog switchblade. Oh no, not the hot dog switchblade. Yeah, Paulie's gonna steal. But that's okay. I am really surprised, and don't you go get Toby. I'm surprised Toby and Tobeans the first has not come to torture me yet.
She's not gonna like you.
Toby never likes me.
Yeah, she's her.
He says, good choice. Steve is the main man.
What?
Well, that's what CP is saying.
I look like Steve.
All right. Anyways. Yeah, don't drop your sword. So there's a particular lyric in the song Sarah where she sings, when you build your house, call me. Well, Don Henley supposedly was in the middle of getting his house built. Okay. And supposedly the story went that when he had the house built, he was going to marry her or something, or they'd be live-ins. But yes, I've heard different times about that. I mean, That's what I heard. I heard that was the Bubba. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with that to tell you the truth. Oh boy. All right. All right. He is a real kid. Yes. And you know what? I'll tell you something. They're all awesome. All awesome. Ah, okay. Our man from Parma, Jeff Allen. He's over day.
Yeah.
He's at work right now. So like I said, I knew some of the VC Justice League wasn't going to be able to show up today, but that's okay. I understand everybody's got lives, and then like I said, and then with the other one, prayers going out to the family for that one. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you doing like some chicken dance? I hate the chicken dance, by the way. I never could stand it.
I'm not doing a chicken dance. I'm doing wobble, 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 wobble.
You see these gray hairs I've got? Ah, Jesus. Don't do that. I'm old.
I know, I'm not going to see on food.
I don't know anymore. I don't. Nerf guns. A nerf's a nerf, as Mike Nesmith would say in the Monkeys Nerf commercial. Oh, he loves his Sonic. Trust me. He really does. I don't know what a Sega Mega Drive is. I know what Sega is. I don't know what a Mega Drive is, but yes.
Hold on.
Lives are more important than lives. Yeah. Anyways, that's interchangeable.
Let me see. There's one here from Sonic. Eggman.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have cared to see that tour. That does seem like a mismatch. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I do like them separately. I don't think that was a great match for a tour. I really don't.
It's Eggman.
Console, okay. Yeah, he loves his Sonic, trust me.
Yoink.
Yeah. And Knuckles and whoever else.
Tails. I'll show you my I'll show you my son.
These people are.
I'll show you my
Dr. Robotnik, yes, thank you.
What?
No, it's because I showed. I have never seen the movies. I know Jim Carrey does Robotnik.
Papa.
Yes.
That is a classic Dr. Eggman. Yes, her name is Dr. Eggman.
Okay. Dr. Eggman?
Yeah.
Is he related to Dr. Walrus, Cuckoo Kachoob?
Oh my God, is that my Legos?
I don't know.
I think those are my Legos. I think they're my Legos.
Yeah,
I know my Legos.
I love Sonic still, but I know, right? That surprises me too. It's like it that's how the thing is though with cycles on things, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know it's the 2020, okay, and it seems like the 80s and the 90s music is really what is big still for classic stuff. Mario's better than Sonic, says my friend Martin. Well, I like them both. Okay, so first of all, I really am glad that I got you all here, all 20 of you. I could show a few other things. Golden Axe and Shinobi is better than everything. I'm an idiot. I don't know what that is, but anyways, I have some albums that I put out to the side that I didn't show last show because, me and Richard were maybe Richard's doing karaoke or singing, or maybe he found himself a girl. Stevie's going to break a hip. Yeah, no kidding, right? I'm surprised she still does that. How old is she? Did he finally get married? I knew that this was the month. Yeah, I guess he's gone, huh? I don't I don't know. I got nothing good or bad to say about him. I watched a couple of his episodes and I don't know. I mean, they were all right. He seemed a little snarky. I'm not saying that that's bad or nothing, but it threw me off a little bit, really. But I mean, sorry that he's having to deal with the predicament. Yeah, he still might be swimming in the aquarium. That's right. It like he's probably a an extra in the fish video. Down with disease. You remember how that one goes? Yeah, I get where you're going on that. Wow. Yeah, she shouldn't be wearing thigh-high boots. Asshole. But the question is, are they thin walls? Not to be confused, of course, with Astro from the Jetsons, which we talked about that the other day. All right, so let's see. I've got a handful of things I guess I can show you guys. These are some signed albums that, well, I had the pleasure of getting signed. Okay, over the last few years, mostly 2019 material, except for one is 2004. So oh, okay. Let me see here if I can do this. I'm trying to think of a good one today. This word is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. Yep. I would have loved to have seen that. And then you're like, let's see, who the hell would have been the guest for that? Like, I don't know, Phyllis Diller and Wally Cox. It's onomatopoeia. How are you going to fucking explain that? Richardson witness protection. The unwanted, yes. Maybe. I hope not. I know what you're talking about, though. I do. Yes. Good thing, I know Richard's going to watch this. So remember, Richard, I'm just kidding about all this. But could you imagine if Richard was like a radio DJ and like that lady called up and goes, "Hey, Richard, play Misty for me." That ain't right. Oh, well. I shouldn't be wearing thigh-high boots either, but what the hell, it's Saturday night. You betcha. You know what I had? I had one pair when I was a kid. They were cost a bunch of money too back then. You know how the leather moccasins were a thing in the 80s? Well, I actually had not thigh high. They were a little below the knee. I had moccasins like that. I kind of liked them, actually. Well, not really, of course. Mine, I mean, I was grateful to the couple of people that did donate when I had my health issues. It was just a secondary outlet. Yes, you're right. I'm not knocking him. Like I said, he's one of the first people I ever met on YouTube live streaming. He invited me in. Yes. Now, Ricky Nelson didn't sign them, but James Burton did. And I wish that I could have met James Burton. Now, these came via mail because I just had a knee-jerk reaction, and I was like, I need to get autographs from this guitar legend. I remember missing out this close with Scotty Moore. I didn't want to screw up again. Imagine introducing a character like Michael to the world and then taking him away. I will never forgive Larry for that. Cool. Very, very cool, Jeff. I hope everything's okay in OKC. Oh, you met Elvis and Buddy Holly last year. I'll tell you. Suspicious minds every day. That dancing kid. I put Tusk on it. Yep, you got it, Jim. Peter Green also makes an appearance on a track too. On one song.
Look.
Oh, look at you with your stealthiness, your stealth plane.
Yeah, Daddy found it.
Yep,
in that
it's going to be like that all week. And I found out when I go to Jonesboro later in the week, it's only going to be cooler by, a couple degrees. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you weren't there very long. I feel stupid. Okay, he's nodding his head no. So, okay, my first guest here. Finally, I was beginning to wonder. I mean, I've done shows by myself. I just don't want to do them all the time. So my next guest here, I'll tell you, he's something. He has been a hippie since he was born. He came out of the womb with the full Billy Gibbons ZZ Top beard. Yes, he did. There's family photographs to prove it. Ladies and gentlemen, Melody.
Hey, it's good to see you, Paul.
Good to see you too. It's been a while. I think the last time I saw you was you were on was it in the last week for Joe's stream? I did not have time to be able to jump on, or I would have. Yes. You and your
look
sword.
Look at that cute little noodle behind you.
Yeah, it says your cute little noodle. Oh God, the dance.
He's adorable.
Well, yes. I told him. I said that you can't have a show till you're 13. Randy, of course, here. We got little drama for the mamas out there. No, not you, Kimba.
Hail to the chat, King James. How you doing, King?
James Burton is amazing. I'll tell you. That's why I had to grab those photos because, here's another one I tried looking for like about a year to find Dwayne Eddy's address and he didn't even have a website. I wanted to order a signed photo. Nope. And I'm like, next thing you know, he's dead. And I'm just like, another one gone.
Honestly, Paul, you know what? Like they have these like literally full cultures of autograph like traders and stuff. Just like the vinyl community in a way, like literally they exchange addresses and they tell tips on who they got their autograph from and like they mail away for them. And it's a whole culture in itself. They have magazines dedicated to the autograph hunters. It's incredible.
Matthew Street is a saint for telling him he could hear how he sounded just like John Lennon. Yeah, and that's the thing. I've been doing experiments, believe it or not.
Right.
Hey, Mello, James says.
Hey, King James, my brother.
I really wish that William and SSVAE could somehow, I don't know, cut a peace treaty. This is not. Don't do that. I like you guys. Don't do this on my page, please. For God's sakes, can you two behave? Hands across the no.
You know what? Boys will be boys. I think, in a lot of us that just watch and sit back and watch, it's very entertaining to see the ping pong match between everybody and stuff. But honestly, they're never going to squash anything with more hate. You're only going to squash hate with love. Literally. Love is the only thing that's going to squash anything.
Richard's asking, is it true that you maybe sucked on a bong instead of a pacifier when you were a baby?
Maybe. I know my mom partook a little bit. She went and did see Black Sabbath in 1968. That was the year I was born, so,
I'll tell you. I love me some good Sabbath. Like I said, one of the first things that I ever bought was Master of Reality. I think that was
I just sold my Master of Reality.
It's a great album. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you know what? I can't carry them forever. I'm trying to save my place, so it's like kind of like I need the money to survive. I'd rather, I have thousands of records, And it's not like I can click it on internet. As long as the internet survives, I have all the music of the world at my tip. Once the music is gone, I mean, hopefully I'll have files I downloaded or, and I'm not getting rid of all my vinyl. There are certain ones that I will keep that are personal to me. Like my Striper, I probably won't get rid of Striper.
Well, I love Striper. I got a contact high just from watching Melody on screen. Striper, definitely. They're coming to Fort Smith. Here
Oh man, they are unbelievable that band has survived as long as they have. Like they were out beating Motley Crue in the 80s. Like on MTV, they started the Dial MTV, and they had Motley Crue was up there with Home Sweet Home. That's the year it was. Theater of Pain record, and they were number one. And the one that toppled them was Striper with Calling on You video.
See, and that's funny.
Then Free came out, and Free came out right after, and it was like the 1-2 punch. And they were on, and then Honestly was like their third in a row. They were like starting to really surpass their Christian, sector. They were going into the mainstream. They played Madison Square Garden at that time. I saw them. They were, up there, and now they're still putting out music. Still to this day, they're just getting ready to put out another new record.
I'm looking forward to it too. I'm behind a couple albums. Sebastian Bach's latest album, surprisingly decent, and I heard it today. Ladies and gentlemen, hang on one second, please. Back there is the Shed done mellow. Before. Oh, go on. I'm sorry.
He was asking, referencing I'm airbrushing a shed for a friend of mine and doing a big mural on the back of it, and it's gonna have like palm trees, and it's got a beach scene with a sunset. So once I was thinking of even live streaming one of the days of like me actually painting it, but I am gonna show it when it's done.
There you go. The guest in the backstage area, can you hang on a minute? I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee. Mello.
Want me to do a song? I can do a song.
Do a song while I am gone, please, and then I'll hear it.
There we go. Oh, this is a nice surprise. Are you back? Paul? Oh, yeah. There you go. I was just jamming some music. I didn't even have a song in mind, really.
It's all good. Thank you for doing that. My next guest, would you do me a favor, please? Let me see your face before I put you up here. He's an avatar. Because I'm really not in the mood to. Thank you. Okay, he revealed himself. Back to his bed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, so like, I don't know. Everybody behave yourselves. Oops, sorry. Hang on. I gotta take you out. All right.
We got children here.
Yeah, we got children here, so we
gotta be careful then. All right.
Well, he can't hear you, but still. Okay.
All right. Oh no, I just want to let you know I'm not here to disrupt anything.
Thank you. You know what? I have said previously, I have no issue with you. I never will.
I don't either.
So
nice to meet you. Meet you, William.
Yes. And so it's just out there. It's none of my damn business. So that's between you guys.
But I want to just say something real quick. This isn't going to end. Do you realize that? This is going to be an everyday thing until this person decides to stop. Okay. You understand that, right?
Yes. I that's between you two.
No, I do need to say that here because you have brought it up as like something I don't want to talk about. And that's all I'm going to say. And I don't want this to end now. Ask kindly. and I've tried to be civil, but I can only be as civil as someone coming into a YouTube chat room, guys. And I've tried to settle this elsewhere, and it doesn't really work. And so I'm telling this person and everyone here right now, everyone knows who you are. Everyone knows that you're using an avatar of my relative. I wouldn't be very proud of that. And I mean, I would just go find something new, okay? And you're not only harassing me, you're harassing the entire vinyl community right now. And you're forcing certain people to like you for reasons they shouldn't. And I'm done making videos on you, okay? All right, let's get something new, okay?
I will say this, William.
This right now.
You definitely have tenacity, I will say, and your endurance is almost admirable because, I mean, most people would give up on stuff. Usually, like when I think of haters and stuff, eventually you can't fight a whisper. You know what? People are going to inflate themselves out eventually because you can only say the same thing so much. And when people think you're consumed with somebody else, it takes away from your whole entire aura of what you want to do. So I look at it, you know, you're very talented in what you do. I've seen some of your videos. You obviously can generate a buzz better almost than anybody I know. And
This is true.
You know what? You could kill somebody with kindness more, like catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Honestly, if some people were hateful and they were hating each other, if you had one side that actually did something genuinely nice to the other side, then you know what's going to happen. The other side really gets deflated. You know, it's kind of like in a debate when you see like when the host says, say something nice about your opponent. Next thing you know, they're either going to go one of two ways. Either they're going to show themselves and really go dicky and really they lose their argument, or they're going to go nice and then the other side gets deflated. Whoever does it first really gets deflated. They don't even know how to come back at that point. Kind of like at the end of Yellow Submarine. I always use this as an example. Jeremy does something nice to the Blue Meanie. Next thing, the Blue Meanie becomes the Bluebird of Happiness. Yeah. So if more people would take the honey side and the higher road, because you're not going to win it with more hate. That's for sure. It's just going to encapsulate you.
I mean, okay, I guess I've had to make whatever videos I have to make because I guess I see false information coming ahead. And I guess now I just feel like I have to respond to stuff like that. But it seems like things are getting quiet and maybe we can move on and focus on other things. And this person is not like kicked out of the vinyl community. I mean, but we do know that this person knows how to create other accounts. They have other accounts that I know of. Right. I don't bother them about their other accounts. I just want them to leave me alone, leave a blind person alone. We're talking about a 16-year-old girl who is blind, who you're picking on. Yeah. I get it. She's not alive anymore. Either. But it's not even the fact that it's my relative. It's just like we've seen the Renee Kerman thing. That's very disrespectful. And the blind, it's like the blind woman, anti-Semitic comments. It's like I really don't want to go into detail, but it's like there comes a time where you do have to clean up your act. Okay? And
forgive me for asking, but I'm going to be partially ignorant just a little bit. Now, is the Renee, I'm trying to remember here, was that because of Semitism? I can't remember what happened with that.
You know, I don't want to go into the details. There was a fake
Renee Kerman. Either yes or no. Okay. That'd be good enough.
I was just referring to a fake Renee Kerman account. Okay. The anti-Semitic remarks are in regards to something different. That's not Renee Kerman. Right. Anyways, this stuff is heavy and I want this stuff to end. And I've tried harder to be civil than this person has. You cannot be civil here in a YouTube chat room. This is where public discussion happens, and he's sitting here trying to have private conversation. If he actually had a lawyer, they would be telling him stop doing this in chat rooms. And this is why you don't fool me, okay? Stop this. Just knock this off. This is ridiculous. You are 55 years old, okay? I know who you are, okay? Stop doing this. You look ridiculous. This is sad. All right? Leave my family alone. Leave my name alone. And you've been bothering me since February 19th, okay? I have all this tracked down, okay? I have all the evidence, okay? So, okay. Michael Nolan, stay out of this. I can promise you, leave my name out of your mouth, or you're going to be bringing this on yourself, okay?
Okay, no, hold on a minute now, okay? Remember what I've said all this time. And I know it's really hard to be a fence sitter because you get splinters in your ass from not taking a side. I'm trying to stay this way.
No, listen, Michael Nolan does not know me, and he should not mention my name. He's never come to my channel, never said anything positive about me either. I would remain neutral if I were you. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay.
Thank you, because I'm going to.
Neutral is the best way. William, can I ask you something?
Yeah,
Mike, William, let me ask something. This is, again, not to be offensive to you, because I really am just learning about you.
Sure.
I've never seen somebody, like, usually, you know, I'm new to this whole community. I'm not really consider myself a vinyl collector as much as a person that has a lot of vinyl. And I see this in the comic book world. I see this in the autograph world. I see this in the sports world. There's so much division and you know, discourse between everybody. But I've never seen somebody like yourself that, I mean, you are about as aggressive as a person as I've seen in the way that you approach some of these things. How is your mindset when you're doing some of this stuff and you're coming out aggressive, staring in the camera, doing things that you don't see in other people? Like, how do you, in your mind, bring that out? Like, what does it take for you to get that to that point?
Well, Melody, I understand you did just say you are getting to know me, okay? And you did also just say you don't know anyone who can stir up controversy or you know,
right.
I can sure stir things up if I want to, and I get creative and you know.
You are creative. I'm as a songwriter, I can admire the creativity. You know what I mean? It's the aggression that I would question, in the sense of, like, does it have to be that aggressive? Like, and I'm just trying to get to your mindset so I can understand.
Okay, fair enough. And I want you to understand that since probably mid to late January anyway, Rachel's Ghost did start to, like, put their radar on me in, like, a personal level, okay? And then weeks later, it started growing into the parody page, which is whatever, it's fine. But you got to understand that, like, there's been a magnifying glass on me for the last 6 months in the VC, bigger than anybody, okay? And I got more scrutiny coming on me. Like, in fact, Chance Concert Buddy decided it was necessary to come to my comments section the other day and type that, like, my precise subscriber count drop. I mean, this is how ridiculous people are getting with me. They have to look up precise information to make me feel bad. That does not affect me, okay? But what does affect me is when I see a guy, Michael Nolan, who spends day in, day out in an echo chamber, listening to people that he likes, like Rob the Wax, okay? All right, that's fine. If you're listening to all these people who hate me, okay? Michael Nolan, I just challenge you, watch a few of my videos and maybe look at them from my perspective, and maybe look at them as, like, someone who could be maybe getting attacked a little bit, okay? I'm out making these videos to defend myself, but I want to get back to making videos where I can talk about records again.
I want you to too, because I'm going to tell you, you're damn good at doing it.
Right.
You are good at what you do.
Letting me do that. Let me say something to you, because that Saturday night live stream I was trying to do was when this vaginal account was trolling me the heaviest. Would not let me run a channel about records. And this is also an individual who up until recently showed us a couple jam band records, a Fish record, a Dave Matthews record. But this is also after being in the VC for 4 years. Okay, so I've offered more to the VC in 1 year than this person has done in 4 years. And also, I don't shit on anyone's family. I don't make anti-Semitic remarks. Right. I mean, I've run around on a parody account, but it's as a joke, okay? It's never to insult someone, their family, disabilities. I mean, this is ridiculous. This should be illegal. And this person is a lawyer and could get sued, okay? It's not a joke. It's not a joke. This is hate speech, okay? This is falling along the lines of hate speech, stalking, and harassment, okay? That's not trolling at that point. Trolling is supposed to be clever and witty, okay? And funny. And this guy is not funny, okay? And that's all I'm going to say. I want to let you have your stream.
Okay.
Okay. Well, have a happy Saturday.
William, we appreciate you speaking on what you have said, because a lot of people, you know, on this side that only watch, that aren't participating, that have really puzzled about what is even going on. They might tune in for the first time and seen why. So it's the more that you could speak about your side in a non-aggressive way, speaking it out like a lawyer, I think the more you'll be able to get your point aside, because the more people defend themselves, the more they they're, you know, insistent there's a problem. You know what I mean? So if you really again, the higher road flies with honey. If you can consider those sides more, and I try to extend love to everybody. And I got nothing but love for you, love for Paul. But it doesn't mean that I don't love Wax. I don't love other people. You know, that's another thing. We shouldn't have to be able to choose sides because two people have a problem. I have love for everybody. You know what I mean? And I
understand that. No, I'm
and
not.
I really just hope you don't take offense to that. And I hope these guys over there might be mad at me just for the fact of having a civil conversation with you. This is what we need: more civil de-escalation than escalation.
This is what I tried to have. I tried to have a civil conversation with Vag, with Nick Fantasy. In fact, George Burton couldn't even have a civil conversation with me on a phone call, and I am very upset with that. And I mean, we got what is today Saturday, tomorrow Sunday. I will call in at George's show tomorrow, and I have no problem with that if we can sit here and be civil about this.
I'll tell you what, William, I'll say that you would be the biggest example case of somebody that could break through from being, look at Roddy Piper, the most hated wrestler in wrestling, turned the corner, became the most beloved in the whole of wrestling. Oh, yeah. You would be that extreme case of somebody that if there's some way you can mend fences and they can mend fences with you, you would be literally a king of your community, bro. And I guarantee that. That's a challenge and gauntlet I lay down for more love and more acceptance. And nobody's going to accept everything about everybody. But if we can come to these bygones, be bygones, let it slide. A new day is coming. We have things we really got to unite about that are going to try to take us all down. So God bless you, William. Really. May God be with you, brother.
Be the VC Roddy Piper, sir, except you don't need to wear a kilt or have bagpipes.
Think of that, man. I hope so.
Well, you're just talking about one of my heroes, so.
I know.
Awesome, man.
I wish I could have met him.
I admire your abilities, William. You really have a gift of a lot of gifts, really, that I wish I had. Honestly, you're very knowledgeable, and just start making your videos and screw the haters. You know what? Do you and prove everybody with your success, brother. That's how you do it.
All right.
Well, I appreciate the input and peace, everyone, and
God bless you, brother.
Yeah, and any neutral people I've never spoken to, peace to you as well, and have a great weekend, guys.
Awesome.
Take care. Thank you.
Wow,
New World Order.
Right, that's what I mean, honestly, we're not going to be talking about Beatles records and everybody else's failing when we got literally Skyga and Crack Open. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm glad that was the most, I think, that headway that we could have in this kind of thing is that having somebody just have their voice. And I know hopefully there ain't going to be too much fallout from it afterwards.
I have to make a legalese point now. You remember how sometimes some radio shows and some TV shows, the views that are expressed here on the Psycho's Platters live stream are not necessarily share the same views as management, other contestants, guests, Jedi, Lego people, or any members of any obscure rock bands that you may happen to love. Wow, thank you for tuning in and stay strong. VC United. Yeah, it's called VC United, ladies and gentlemen. Is this?
Well, you just turned the whole stream around.
I throw the fucking gauntlet down.
Oh my Lord.
VC New World Order. Now, I'm not. Listen here, brother. I'm not the Hulk, but I could be a macho man. I could do that.
Oh yes, never knew it.
I'm the cream of the VC crop. Yeah.
Wow, Paul. Literally, do you realize we turned this stream around because you were kind of like you saying it was a little mundane, just sitting there by yourself. All of a sudden, you get now. This is going to be the talked about stream of the community. Did you hear what William said? Oh my Lord, it's like going to be going around.
You know what? And that's the thing. And as long as people don't, we swear, but that's because we're being funny. As long as nobody's being aggressive on my damn show,
all I say, aggressive.
That's all that matters. Now, as far as for true or fact, lies or fiction, that's not up to me. That's the reason why I said the views expressed are not and that's the truth. None of my business. That's between the two parties. So, done with that nonsense for today. Right. And if you let
I wanted to show something.
Sure. Oh, good. Hang on a minute. And
see this? I have this on my eBay, 16 millimeter Kingdom. It is a TV guide from 1966 with Johnny Carson. Now, the reason why this is a little bit in Beatle history, this TV guide episode, because in the back they have this, which just talks about the entire Beatles cartoon show from the time.
Oh, look at that! Oh, look at the Beatles.
Original Beatles art from the show, which, it's the promo art. So I have that on my eBay. 16mm Kingdom. I would love for somebody to pick that up. Somebody that's a Beatles fan. I have 2 copies, so I'm keeping one myself, obviously.
Hey,
and
do you happen to have the Monkeys TV guide?
I did. I sold that one. I did have that one.
Can I ask you in the rough estimate on how much? Can I ask what ballpark you sold it around?
$35.
Oh, damn it! I would have bought it. Shit, I would have bought that.
But that was about a year ago. I have I could pull out some of the other TV guides. I mean, I have a bunch. There might be ones that maybe, again, if somebody says in the comments or something that they like that one, then I'm going to put it up. Right now I have these Lucy ones. I have these, all 4. This one.
That Pennywise.
That one.
Nice.
This one. They're all from the 60s and the original. And that one, that's with I forget the artist's name, but famous cover. All 4 of them, they're $40 for 40, all 4. Then I'm going to be putting this up. It's a Jackie O.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that one's a cool one. I'm going to be putting this up too. This is a lobby card set from Xanadu, the movie Xanadu with Olivia Newton-John.
Oh God, the soundtrack's better than the movie.
Oh, I love the movie too, though.
Martin, that would be Shockmaster, is what you're looking for. Shockmaster.
So here's scenes from the movie. It's I think 8 or 10 lobby cards from Xanadu.
Very.
This is a great scene in the movie when Olivia and Gina Kelly danced together. She said that was one of her greatest moments of her career. Getting to dance, a famous scene with Gene Kelly. Can you imagine that? That's another one.
You. I mean,
I feel bad for this guy.
I watched the movie.
I feel bad for how do I do this? This guy right here.
Isn't that Dr. Pepper dude?
No, that's Michael Beck, who was the Swan in the Warriors. He goes from the Warriors kicking people's butts like Snake Plissken to dancing on roller skates with Olivia Newton-John. Now, granted, Olivia just was coming off of Grease, so that sounds like a dream job on paper. Being the guy who's going to be the next John Travolta in the next Olivia Newton-John musical with ELO doing the music, and Gene Kelly in there. Who would think that would be any kind of bomb? On paper, you're thinking that is a winner.
Okay, so here's one. I dare any drive-in theater. I dare any of them to show as a double feature. Oh, there you go. As a double feature. Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band followed by Xanadu.
That would be a winner to me. I'd go to that.
Oh my God. That would be fun.
I'd go to
I like that. Tuesdays, Wednesday.
Andy Williams.
Oh, there you go.
These are all classic TV guides. I have HBO guides too.
Nice.
FBI.
Ladies
this one
and
I have
gentlemen,
up right now.
Oh, no. Gidget. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, is it my connection or is it mellow? I see a slight delay, not much.
Oh.
Am I delayed? I'm on
just
like
teensy weensy.
I'm quiet. Right. Let me go in the other room.
Okay.
Is that getting clear?
Hey, Paul.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Hey,
by the way, ladies
Dave.
and gentlemen, Wyoming Dave.
Hey, Melody.
Yeah, my brother. It's good to see you, man.
Bro. You too.
Hanging out.
Yeah. So hang on a second here, because this kid seems to love the microphone. So
yeah, he's a future broadcaster.
Yeah.
Can you go off and say it in the microphone?
What do you say? No, I don't know how to say it. I don't know.
Fine. I tried to get him to go paging Mr. Herman, Mr. Pee Wee Herman.
Here we go.
Ta-da. Oh, nice.
It's upside
Yes,
down.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
upside down.
Oh, yeah, from the 86 tour.
Oh, cool.
Yep. That's an unused backstage pass. So that's
Oh,
I'm considering
That's
I'm
cool.
considering parting with this, literally. I
Oh.
don't know what price to put on it, but thinking about it.
If you do, you know who's going to want that. Moi.
You see that?
Oh,
Yeah,
look
Ronnie
at
James
that.
Dio. Cool.
Oh,
That's the real deal. That's the real deal right there.
Oh, I
Right,
could
James
do a nice
Dio.
letterbox with that.
Yeah, that's what it would be used for. People would do it. Here's another VIP. This is from Ozfest in 2001.
Nice. $2 for what? Which one? Or is he saying $2 for all, Randy?
Yeah,
Which
right.
one? You silly man. You silly man.
Yeah, Randy's a silly goose. No.
This is on there too right now on my eBay, which I'm hoping somebody will want. But this is a ticket stub from 1972.
Oh boy.
For Humble Pie. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
an original. That, and it's only $10 for that one. But then this one
I heard
Yeah.
shortly after that concert, when they did that concert that you showed the ticket stub to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the band got arrested between going there and the next town over.
Right.
Now, unfortunately, they went to court, and they're trying to convince things. And judge went off and said, "Nope, 30 days in the hole."
What's that too?
Yeah, who's that?
Is yes.
Oh, yeah. I can't tell.
And that is Chris Squire's autograph.
What a little scribble.
Yeah.
That's so small. What do you mean $2 for the bucket? He's busted my balls.
Right. Now this one I have this one on eBay for $179 right now.
Wow.
It's original Chris Squire autograph.
I'm telling you.
That's cool.
He's a sir too. He got knighted. He was Sir Chris Squire.
So were you able to get that direct, or did you have to go roundabout to get
I got that
signature?
direct. I got that directly from Chris Squire himself at Great Adventure. He played Great Adventure. It was Yes in Asia. And he came out and he did a signing. And I showed him that ticket. And he goes, "Oh my God, 1974. I remember it well." And it's Madison Square Garden ticket stub. So
nice. So since we're kind of on yes-ish type stuff,
yes,
I'm going to segue a little while. Yes, exactly.
Psycho's one line.
Psycho's one. See that? I'm glad you're catching them. Okay, I got away with 2 of them already, and I got a dead weight. And yes, tough crowd. I'll tell you. All right, so 2019, the Royal Affair Tour. We've previously talked about this before, but to try to quickly rebrief, me quick talking, forget it. So you had Carl Palmer's Emerson Lake Palmer Experience, John Lodge from the Booty Blues, Asia, and Yes Light. That's what I call them. So they all did one show. It was only a half-filled house, and at that time you could fill 7,500 people. So only 3,000 maybe showed up. It was kind of disappointing.
What year?
I mean, 2019. So this was
2019.
COVID.
Okay.
So
right.
So then, not only that, there was a special exhibit during each tour stop had this, okay? And there was a special exhibit of the art of Roger Dean. Now, Roger Dean, one of the most iconic people ever in rock and roll.
It's like between him and Gerald Scarfe. Gerald Scarfe's another one. He did the Pink Floyd The Wall.
Well, Gerald Scarfe, yeah. Okay.
The password is clusterfuck. And so, here's where I'm going on this. So I turned the corner, okay, because there's a big, long, this is all outdoors. So I turned the corner, and near the merch, there's this beautiful exhibit, maybe about, I don't know, maybe 6 by 36. And there was a lot of framed lithograph. I mean, there was some, my God, they showed the whole, like, Tales of Topographic Oceans, the whole relay, the whole other one. And I keep forgetting to get the picture. I'll have to show that for next show. I turned the corner, and there is Mr. Dean sitting there
What?
at a table, and I'm going to my buddy. I'm like, hey, look.
How did you recognize it was him?
I didn't. I sensed it, and I go, I think that's Roger Dean. And he goes, and I'm going, I'm going to find out. My buddy's nice, but he's not as ballsy as I am. And so I walked up to the guy, and I go, excuse me, sir. I don't mean to bother you, but are you Roger Dean? And he goes, well, yes, I am, good man. And I'm going, I almost had like one of those fanboy moments. And I said, sir,
me too.
I said, let me shake your hand. You are one of the most and I'm blurting all this stuff out. And so the story is this. We knew that one of the bands was going to do a meet and greet with the regular people. They were going to come out after the sets and sign things, which I'm like, kick ass, but we didn't know who. So I brought little bits of everything. So when I went off and I told Mr. Dean, as he was signing this for me, that I said, this is probably, sir, it's in the top 3 of my favorite drawings of sleeves that you ever did. I said, when I saw this, I literally bought this the first week it came out. I still think it's one of the best things you ever did. And as you can see, it's also signed by Carl Palmer on the same day.
Oh my God!
I don't know what the hell this painting is called. I forgot. I want to say it's Chasing the Pearl, but I could be wrong. And I've always thought this was such a damn beautiful cover. And I was just like,
yeah, agree.
And of course the other side goes like this. So you got the whole thing. And it's just to me, I thought so beautiful. And now I wasn't sure. Remember, I said I wasn't sure who it was going to be. So I said, could you also sign this for me too?
Oh, cool.
Man.
So yes, literally. And the only drama that I like accepting here.
Exactly.
Machine Messiah, you betcha. One of the best. This damn album is as close as you were going to get to a hard rock yes. And you know what? People hated this damn thing back in the 80s.
That's a fantastic.
Hated it. And
heard
I'm like, but I heard like, the only way I heard about this album, truthfully, at first, was a buddy of mine had it on the turntable. I go, what is this? This is great. Because I didn't know that Trevor Horn replaced John Anderson, and I didn't know Jeff Downes replaced Rick Wakeman. Now, if you get
What year was that record?
80. Early 80, okay?
It was right before 90215.
Right, that's in 83. So the thing is if you get the deluxe edition to this album, you get demos of 2 or 3 of the songs, and they've got John Anderson and Rick Wakeman on those demos. You can get an idea of what it would have sounded like.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, even if you're not a Yes fan, go check this out. And I do like the Buggles too, and I do like.
I love the Buggles. Are you kidding me? I love them.
Yes, I love them more than Video Killed the Radio Star. I like I Am a Camera, and there's a few other ones. But yes, so that's those 2, and then I actually have, but it's in another room. I have Classic Yes. I think that was put out in 81 with the free. The free, and then let's see here. Before I go any farther on this, I'm so behind. I feel so bad. What point? It's not. That's funny, but actually, to tell you the truth, other than Squire and Peter Banks, isn't everybody else still alive? I think you go. I mean, but who wants it now? And I still say that, like I said, it's in my top 5 for sure, Darren. I can tell you that. I Am a Camera.
What girl? Yeah.
Well, that's okay, Randy. I'm not a mega huge Yes fan. In fact, to tell you the truth, in my top 5, I mean, Machine Messiah is actually in my top 5, but I'd say probably my top favorite John Anderson one is Starship Trooper. For some reason, when I heard that on the radio back in the day, it stuck with me, and that's like one of my favorite damn Yes songs. Yes, owner of a Roger Dean auto. 1980. It's great. See, there you go.
Exactly.
I can't even sing. But yeah, Living in the Plastic Age, and then they did another album after that, but that one didn't go. What? Okay, come here. You got to do the dance. Come on, do the dance real quick.
No, I can't go there.
All right, fine. Who's the girl that sings for Yes? Oh boy.
Oh boy.
But that new video with the band geeks is actually pretty good. See, I didn't know that they did a 2016. Oh, there you go. Never ever did to you. It's the heat of the moment, showing you where my heart went. Yeah, see, there you go. See, now off of that album, it was Video Killed and then Plastic Age were the two videos I remember for that, and then I Am a Camera, which I'm like, I love that stuff. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised they never bothered to try to do another Buggles album, considering that those two are still friends.
Right.
And I mean, let's face it, didn't Trevor produce the last one or two Yes albums?
Did he?
I think so. So here's some more different things, though, not Yes. When I met, and this would be July 2019, 4th of July, literally, at a small town outside of here, there was a free concert. This town, Gravette, Arkansas, which probably is only half there now thanks to the tornado, but they used to put on free shows every year for 4th of July. And I was out because I had my double hernia surgery. So I was just doing this, but I was okay. I could function. And I found out that I said that this band was coming for free. I said to my friend Doug, Vinyl Grotto Doug, I said, could we go? I said, it's not that hot, and it wasn't ridiculously hot that time. And he goes, sure. So who did we go and see? Ozark Mountain Daredevils. I have.
Nice.
Now, that show, they only had 2 original members because they just simply said Steve Cash was ill. Steve Cash died, unfortunately, I want to say within 6 months. I've got a handful of different Ozark Mountain Daredevils. Of course, Jackie Blue's always going to be my favorite, but I still say If You Want to Get to Heaven, I love the way that song goes. And I like Chicken Train, for God's sakes. That's one of my favorites, too.
I heard that song.
Oh, it's instrumental. It's an instrumental. You'd like that. Did Renaissance do Camera Camera?
I was just remember that.
Video killed the radio star.
Playing it, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I was just trying to remember it.
In my mind, in my car, we can't rewind, we've gone too far.
Oh.
I heard you on my mind and back in 62. Riding awake instead of tuning in on you. When I was young and didn't stop you coming through. Ow, ow. And then you were just like it's a buddy. And then I during all of me. Ow, ow. He was the first one. Ow, ow. He was the last one. Video kill the radio star. Video kill the radio star. In my mind and there you go. Put all the rate on VCR.
I'm telling you.
That's fun.
So Trevor Horn produced a new version of Carpet Crawlers by Genesis in '99, and it is a really cool version. I really wish everybody, the original lineup, would do 1 or 2 more songs. Okay, 2004, I met this guy. Rest in peace. Another one that's gone. Great 70s rocker. Used to be a cop in New York City. Probably could figure this out already.
Oh, yeah, I think I know who. Yep, I know Ben who that is.
Unfortunately, he had 2 tickets to paradise, but I got to meet Eddie Money
Who
and got
doesn't
him
love him,
a
man?
Money
Oh my
Man, ladies and gentlemen.
God.
He was shaking. He was snapping his fingers.
Yeah.
But he was really, really nice. I got to show the picture sometime of me and him, but he really still looked like, I mean, he just got done doing a show, but he looked like, he still looked like 3 sheets to the wind. He claims he wasn't drinking anymore, and I'm going, And one of the things that he said, I remember, because he was like, where his guitar player was, and he goes, he's in the porta potty. He'll be out shortly. And he goes off and says through the microphone, now this is a family show, goes off and says, hey, I think his name was Doug. We'll just say Doug. Hey, Doug. He goes, if you shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with your son. I'm like, oh, and I'm up in the front watching this going, oh, no. I was security for anybody, like, oh. And then and that's how I met Donnie Baldwin, too, from Elvin Bishop and Jefferson Starship. He was drumming on that tour only.
Yeah.
And then lastly, for our Nectar people, when I got to see them in 2020, this was the new album. It was like only out on vinyl for a month before the concert, and I got everybody to sign this. They were all nice and beautiful. Rest in peace, Ron. I'll tell you, rest in peace. Go check Nectar out if you can. They if you live in New York, they're coming in August, Pennsylvania in August, and then yeah, just go look at nectar.com. You'll find the dates, and that was pretty much it for the show and tell. See, now that would have been an interesting double bill. I would have loved that.
I remember
Okay.
Vixen, yeah, I remember them.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, I'm with you on Mr. Roger Dean. That is my one of my all-time favorite album covers.
You betcha. I'm telling you.
But I got a story right here from an artist that I got to meet. See if you recognize this band.
Orleans.
Oh yeah, sure, Sean Holland Company.
Yep.
Yes.
The Hopin brothers.
Nice.
Lance and Larry Hopin. And they came to actually my hometown and played a show in my hometown.
That is sweet.
And literally, I got all the guys to sign it, and
Nice.
they did. You know, I didn't realize, but Larry Hopin was one of the guys that actually wrote the song "Dancing in the Moonlight" that King Harvest.
Did not know that.
Yes,
No,
I did not know
see
that
what
either.
you can learn here on this show. I did not know that.
Until he played it that day, and they did "Dancing in the Moonlight." They did also "Dance with Me," one of their big hits.
Still the one.
And the other one, Still the One. Yep, they did Still the One. Plus, they did a whole bunch of other songs. I mean, like, they were really incredible. Another band I met was, I have to dig it out, but I met Ambrosia as well.
You betcha, Randy. That cover is very unnerving.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, you saw Ambrosia too, huh? Was David Pack?
No, David Pack was not in the group. It was Joe. What's his name? Joe, the bass player, took over all the vocals. And I'll tell you what, he gives David Pack a run for his money because that guy can really sing, man. I forget Joe Porta. Joe Porta. Okay. Joe Porta is phenomenal. He's the original bass player and was like instrumental, and the original keyboardist was in the group. And they also came to my hometown. We had these like concerts every year. We'll have maybe a national act that'll come through, and we had the Duprees. I got to meet those guys. They've played there. Tony Testa and the Duprees.
Legendary awful cover up there with Love Beach. You betcha.
Yeah, I know, right?
Go check out the Jukebox from Hell on Love Beach. I did, yes. Risque cover. Jeff, our friend, is at work tonight.
Dance with me. I want to be your partner. Can't you see? The music is just starting.
That's right, Darren.
It's falling, and I am calling. Dance with me. Fantasy. It will be so clearly I can read. You can be so clearly. Kick your feet up and kick your feet up. Dance with me. Let it lift you off the ground. Starry eyed and love so round. I can take you where you want to go. Dance with me. I want to be your partner. Can't you heart that is falling, and I am going. That's such a great tune. Oh my God. I just pulled that out of my butt, really, just trying to remember it. You know, sometimes like you started doing Eddie Money, I started got a surprise, especially for you. I can remember the thing to do. Waiting too long, waiting too long, waiting too long, waiting too long. Got a surprise, especially for you. Waiting too long, waiting too long, waiting too long, waiting too long. And now, just thinking to paradise, I can take you leave tonight. And now, just thinking to paradise, just thinking to paradise. Man, I can go on and on with that one.
You know, that guitar player for the Money Man for those first few albums was killer. I cannot remember his damn name, but I've seen an article on that guy. He's
Eddie
gone
Money,
too,
man,
I think.
a lot of his stuff is so underrated. Like the song "I Think I'm in Love." My God, what a classic song that is! And as soon as it comes on the radio, I'm stopped dead by the song. Literally, I think I'm in love.
Well, you know, they were playing last night. They were playing "Shaken." There's a Eureka Springs station that I've been listening to, and that's how I'm like. I remembered all. She was shaking, snapping her fingers, and I'm just like going, and I can picture the video in my head. But yeah, good stuff. Now, Randy said, when I went in the Air Force in '86, I got to my first bass. And the bass player from Ambrosia worked in the carpenter shop with me, and he tried to sell me his bass and amp. True story.
Really?
You know, Mike, and that's the reason why I love you here, Jimmy Lyon. That's the correct answer. I just can't spit them out anymore like I used to. And of course, for Jeff here, take two pickets to Pittsburgh. Richard says, funny Eddie Money story. My friend worked at the club Bene in Sayreville, New Jersey. She was sent to clean up his dressing room while he played. He was very upset, to find she had dusted off $300 of coke. Oh, my. And speaking of coke, going from that to, here we go. I'm waiting for the revving. That's what I call it. Yep, there it is. There it is.
Whoa!
Oh, boy, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! Oh, man. That's the best. Honestly.
Darren says, Mello, you have to check out Joe Jackson's It's Different for Girls from his live 80 to 80 and 86 album. Hard acoustic can be perfect.
I love Joe Jackson. I got Joe Jackson. The one, actually, I love the Night and Day record from Joe Jackson.
Yes,
but this is fantastic. And I got 2 copies of this, so I'm going to be selling this one. I'll probably put this one up on my eBay tonight. I have 2 copies of this.
Nice.
Cool. I got that one. Yeah.
If you got any Monkeys or Badfinger related stuff, I'm looking.
I do have Monkeys. Wait, I'll show you the Monkeys I got.
Okay.
Look at all this record, man. I mean,
damn. I got a friend of mine that she's a very dear friend of mine from back up in Illinois, and I'm hoping
that's a great one.
Yes, definitely. And more Smoose in his Grey Goose. Yeah, there you go.
This is a great record. Are you familiar with that?
Buddy Merrill?
Country? Is that right? Country guitarist?
No. This is a guitar player of Lawrence Welk. This album is phenomenal. I can't highly rate this enough. Go look it up on YouTube. Look up Buddy Merrill. Guy is the most underrated guitar player. Literally so influential. That's a great record. Great record right there. Learn what the answer. All right, here's the Monkeys I got. I have this, which everyone probably has.
Yeah.
And I have this.
That's cool too. I've got that
That's
too.
my monkey.
That whole cover though, they were
That's a great
contracted with
record right
J.C.
there.
Penney, and that's why they have J.C. Penney outfits on that show.
I
there you
love
go,
this
Walter
record right
Murphy.
here. Walter
Yeah.
Murphy again, like, doesn't get enough love. Did stuff for The Simpsons.
I have
Did
that 45
so
record.
much.
To go
Here's
from
another
that to
girl
the
I love.
And
Yeah.
my, she's good.
yes,
Singer.
Can I have this dance? Oh my God, it's such one of the most incredible. I love this group too.
They're okay.
oh definitely.
Pablo Cruz. And then we got, oh man,
Alan Parsons.
can't go wrong with. I'm an Alan Parsons fanatic. I love Alan Parsons.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Here's a great one right here. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
That's like one of the few half-speed masters I ever found was iRobot.
Pyramid album.
Pyramid. Oh my God. Pyramid is such a classic. Oh my God. Wouldn't want to be like you. Woo, woo. I don't know who this is. Are you familiar with this?
Joe Brady. No, I've never heard of it.
I am not either.
I know of not that one, but Piper with Billy Squire, but that's not
Me
it.
too. And I have a couple of Billy Squires. I have right here. Yeah, I'll do it. Right here.
Bill Squire.
Motion. And the album that killed him again, Rock of Life album.
That's funny. We were talking about that earlier.
Tonight, man. Ridiculous. The stuff that he went through when Paul Stanley, another great record right there. You can't go wrong with that.
Ooh, Pyramid's getting reissued in August with demos and outtakes.
Are you serious? Oh man, that might be a day one for me.
Yeah, I brought up. You were talking about that. Well, I'm going to show you. I showed it. Oh, dang it! What did I do with all of it? Did I move it already? Nope. Here. So this is the one I picked up recently. The one after.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You know what I saw the other day? Did you ever see? You know the song Benny Mardones?
Into the Night.
Goes, She's 16 years old. Let's say. Separated by fools. You don't know what love is yet. But I want you to know if I could ride and pick you up and take you into the night and show you a love like you've never seen. Now, you guys know that song.
Yeah.
Now, what's funny, did you ever see the video for that song?
I looked up the video.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. If you see the video, it has got to go down in history as the creepiest video I have ever seen. Ever. Oh, my God, Paul. Just put on the video in your background for yourself and just see what Benny Mardones does in this video. Literally acts out the song. Oh my God. I can't get over
the guy and the girl.
No, he's like walking up to a door and the parents tell him to go away. So he sneaks around to the girl's bedroom and he's peeking through the window. Next thing you know, she opens the window, he's creeping in and he starts laying on the floor with a 16-year-old. It's so crazy. The craziest video you'll ever see in your life.
You couldn't get away with that in 2024, I'll tell you that.
No way. Ringo couldn't do You're 16 today.
Yeah, that was disturbing back then.
Winger with You're Only 17. I mean, come on. Like, it's Elvis with Priscilla. There's no,
we used to change a lyric in the Winger Only 17, and I can't remember. It wasn't me that started it, but it was funny. I'm sorry, maybe it's not so funny now, but it was like, she's only 17, old enough to ball, old enough to bleed. I'm going, what?
Oh my God.
And what?
You know what the funniest lyrics I ever heard was Scorpions, Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Mm.
We thought it was when we were little. Raunchy like a hairy clam.
Really?
Raunchy like a hairy clam.
Here's my bad imitation. Where the scorpions? I'm Classman! Here like a hairy clam!
Your microphone breaks up really bad when you go that close to it, though.
Sorry. Anyway.
No. When you go back and watch this, you see how it distorts. You
Like,
sound better farther.
Like anytime, for example, that Hotel California comes on from the Eagles, though, it's like the first lyric. On a dark twisted
Talking about me,
highway,
Randy.
cool whip in my hair. I'm just like that stupid shit. What are we talking about? Dave's pounding the vodka.
She's talking about me, gee.
Yes.
Well,
Yes, pound that vodka.
Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
That's right. Never look through a woman's window unless you're employed and have a tool belt and the ability to fix things. Hubba, hubba.
There's
like
a bathroom
and know
on
how
the
to grill.
right.
Yeah, you're funny
Right,
guy,
there's a
Dead Wax,
bathroom on the
Randy.
Oh, boy.
That's the most famous one, I think.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. The guy was in his 50s looking. I know, right? That's so
Well,
creepy.
you know what? She's
It's
not
creepy.
wrong. Hide your kids, hide your wife, because today you're seeing it all over the news. They're like murdering people in parks and, coming across, and you know what they're doing. We all know what they're doing.
Mhm.
So you do. You women, be careful out there. Don't be stupid. Don't go out there jogging alone anymore. It's sad to say.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know what I mean? The
Always
girl
go
that
in
just got
pairs.
taken, literally, the girl that just got killed in Texas or whatever, 12 years old, two of them, or 13 or whatever, strangulated her. And she was found under a bridge, literally, in a creek. And literally, she snuck out of her window and probably was going to meet her friends. And along the way, she ran into the two bad guys. They're wondering how did they get her and stuff. Like, did they meet up with her? I think she was sneaking out to meet her friends, probably. And that's the kind of stuff that you got to be on your guard. There's no way around it.
That's true.
The monsters are out there, and they're only going to increase. The monsters are going to increase, especially if Trump wins. These people are going to go crazier. They really are. So be on your guard. I hate to say it and sound like, people think you're tinfoil hat wearer, but you're seeing the world evaporate before our very eyes. Before our very eyes.
I usually don't get political, but I think Trump was a kind of a clown. That's all I'll say about him. I don't know.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I don't agree with everything he says. I really don't. I think he is outrageous and he's obnoxious, and he's always been what he's always been. I mean, he's never been anything different. You look back on his shows, he's always been, his thing. But the things that they say about him, I don't agree with. I mean, he was best friends with Muhammad Ali, calling him a racist. He went out with black women, been in black videos, just because some people that he didn't want in his apartments that they say is why he was racist. Maybe he didn't want the ghetto culture in his $2,000 a night apartments.
I didn't know.
That's the way I look at it. But without getting too political, I don't mean to bring it down or whatever.
In the times.
It is the end of times. It's getting crazier
really
and crazier.
Man. Hi,
Yeah.
Kemba. Really nice to meet you. Your avatar is beautiful.
We've never seen her. That's it. This is as
Really?
close as
If
we're
she
going
looks
to
like
get.
her avatar, I'll tell you what.
I don't
That's a
think
beautiful
Kimber's ever
thing.
been on anyone's live show that I know of. Kimber.
That's a beautiful face.
Yeah.
I've been single for 2 years, so I mean, like, a pretty face really stands out to me these days.
A beast of burden, all the sickness. Yeah. Yes. Well.
Yeah.
Oh well. There you go.
Dead Wax has called her that before he's a truck driver. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, so what if she's a truck driver? I don't. There's hot looking truck drivers.
Yeah.
There is.
There you go.
Except for Paul McCartney's song.
Mr. Mark, he said to me something strong and sweet, something on my knee. And I need her job, will I get her right? I take her on, I'll go date at night. And I need need a temporary secretary, temporary secretary, temporary secretary, temporary secretary. Mr. Martin, she said to me something strong and sweet, putting on my knee, and I need her job and I'll get it right. It's a bit it all at the late at night. I need a temporary secretary, temporary secretary, temporary secretary, temporary secretary. There you go, Darren.
Good job.
Can you
man.
believe
Good job.
that the guy that wrote Let It
Nobody's
Be
ever
wrote this
played that
crap?
acoustically. I don't know if anybody's ever played that song acoustically.
See, you're the
Ever.
first. This is a
I think I might
psychoplatter
be.
first in the world's first.
Hey, DJ Trish, how you doing, sweetheart?
So looking forward to. There will be a show Wednesday, but there will not be a show Saturday coming up because I will be in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Anybody
Wow.
that's around will want to go. Yeah, because we're going to do a Legends of Memphis Wrestling Wrestle Fest and a match after that.
Cool.
There's 13 former WWE.
Wow.
Memphis
I didn't know
wrestling.
you were into wrestling.
Oh, I've been since the 80s.
Are
But
you
the top
serious?
the top
Oh my
one
God.
the top one that I want to meet is Jerry the King Lawler. He will be
I
there.
met him.
Followed by Cowboy Bob Orton. He'll be there. And then I'm not going to be able to afford everybody's 8x10s and photos, photo
I
ops
know,
and
it's
stuff.
big.
But I'll take like maybe the top three. I
got hundreds of wrestling photos
Yeah.
of like almost
Jeez.
everybody. I could hook you up with some photos, literally. Of like,
That's
but
funny.
I'll show you what. Here's something from the archive. This whole book right here. Look at this. You're gonna love this. Our original wrestling programs from the 80s.
Oh my
This is
God.
now wait a minute.
I remember
wait a minute.
No, but I remember
Wait a
that
minute.
Pro Wrestling USA.
Bob Backlund versus Randy Orton's father, Cowboy Bob Orton.
Oh boy.
Then let's see. Wait a minute.
Both of them
I'm
still
gonna-
alive. Backlund's still alive
All
too.
right. Then we got, here we go. Oh, wait. I'm trying to open this. We got Spiris Arian.
Barely heard
I
of
used
him.
to go.
That's a long
These
time
are
ago.
a program.
Oh
Literally,
look,
I went-
WWWF. So yeah, that's like
This was the Philadelphia Spectrum. I went every month from 1974 to 1986.
damn.
My
that's a
my
nice run.
father, stepfather used to bring me Madison Square Garden and the Philadelphia Spectrum twice a month for literally over 10 years. Here's some.
Damn.
I saw Bob Backlund win the belt. I saw from
Sweet.
Superstar Billy Graham in the Garden. I saw Jimmy Snuka jump off the cage twice on Bob Backlund, and then again a year later in '83. It was at the first
Damn.
WrestleMania. These are all original programs. These are consecutives from
Crazy
the Philadelphia
dude.
Spectrum. Here's this is literally
I would have
Dusty
loved to have
Rhodes,
met
The
him.
American Dream.
Yes.
I met a lot of. I got to sit on Andre the Giant's shoulders when I
Oh
was
my
13
God.
years old.
That is
I
cool.
drew a picture. I drew a picture of Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and I brought it down to the usher at the Philadelphia Spectrum. And the usher brought it back to Jimmy Snuka, and Jimmy Snuka wanted to meet the artist. So he let me go backstage to meet the wrestlers. This is Bruno Sammartino and Bob Backlund together
Nice.
right there. They
Two
did a tag
legends
team
right
match.
there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I go backstage and I'm seeing all the wrestlers on the card. They're all high-fiving. Pedro Morales, Bob Backlund, Big John Studd, Captain Lou Albano, all of them waiting for Jimmy Snuka. From behind, I feel two hands grab my waist from behind, pick me up, and puts me on his shoulders.
Oh my
And I
God.
see this.
That's
I didn't even know
funny.
who it was. I noticed when I seen the hair, and
Oh
I'm
my
like
God.
wrestling the hair, holding his hair like a horsey. He's doing horsey with me. Oh, you're a good kid. He takes me down, literally takes me off. They're all laughing and stuff.
Oh.
And literally, and he pats me on the back, and I go like almost flying and stuff. And he walks up, and then out comes Superfly Jimmy Snuka. And here's Tony Atlas and Big Bobby Duncombe.
Yes.
Here we got another one with Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah.
We got the Rick, the Model Martel. Remember
Oh,
him?
sure. Yep. Yes, I do.
Here's the guy right here. Here's the man right there, Andre the Giant.
But, yeah.
Rest
This
in
is when
peace.
he fought Killer Khan. Remember, Killer Khan broke his leg in 1980.
Barely.
Yep. Pedro Morales. Oh, remember this guy? I met this guy. This guy was great.
George the Animal Steel.
You're seeing original programs, literally consecutive. There's the champion.
Oh my God,
Bob Backlund.
that's crazy.
I saw the very first Battle Royal was in Philadelphia in 1980. The first Battle Royal, which became the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Don Morocco versus Bob Backlund. Then we had Bob Backlund versus Valentine in the steel cage. Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Jeez, yes.
Bringing back lots of memories, man. Oh
Hey,
my
you got
God.
any Ivan Putski
Oh, it's just so funny you mentioned.
and WrestleMania
Exactly.
85? Oh, look. See, there you go. See, we asked and he delivers. Yes.
That's funny. Here's another one of Bob Backlund. Here's another one with this one's great. I love this one. This man was awesome. An awesome guy right there. Mr. USA, Tony Atlas.
Oh man, still around. He's still around.
One of my favorite matches I saw was Bob Backlund versus Superfly Jimmy Snuka. There's a Snuka autograph on there.
Oh, nice.
Right there.
You know, that's the one thing though. Snuka. Oh my God,
he
I
has a
can't really think the same about him anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a very
he was a legend, but boy, oh boy.
He was my guy, I know. Did he kill his girl? Was it an accident? We'll never know. God knows. But he was my guy. I did love the guy at the time.
Yeah.
You know? Here you go. Ahmed Johnson. I got hundreds of this stuff. Hundreds. Here you go. This one's Superstar Billy Graham program when he won the belt in Baltimore against Bruno Sammartino right there.
Jeez.
And program. I saw the first WrestleMania, went to the fourth one and the fifth one in Trump Towers. Been to, a lot of the major ones back in the early 80s to the late 70s, early 80s. Just phenomenal.
Just great stuff there. My God. Well, that's pieces of history.
It really is. These are all history.
You had a nice run there on all that.
Oh my God! These are my Philadelphia Spectrum. I have the Madison Square Garden programs over there.
Jeez.
Yep, I have the first WrestleMania one. I had almost all the WrestleManias, and I sold them. And I might sell these, honestly. I look at them, and it's good to talk about them, but they sit on a shelf mostly. You know?
Yeah, see, I'd be one of those weirdos that would probably just buy the whole lot. It would make more sense.
You know, a lot of the ways that I did this was because in the 90s, I actually got to work for a company that was a wrestling company called UCW at the time. And these were the wrestlers that they hired.
Bam Bam.
And I actually,
and King Kong.
Bam Bam, Bam Bam, King Kong Bundy, Jake the Snake, Tito Santana, the Bushwhackers. And we actually hired these guys because they were in between wrestling. And here's a program booklet that I actually made for the event because they needed one.
Oh, nice.
And they were using like a handwritten thing. So I got a whole bunch of advertisers and stuff, and we sold out the book. And I had to type up all this stuff literally.
Yeah. Wow.
The whole card and stuff. And I've always been into the whole program, the book thing of it. I think it's awesome. In Rhode Island or Massachusetts, no, I haven't. I haven't gone to the Boston Garden. I would have loved to have gone up there.
Dan, who's doing a show right now out of curiosity? Superstar Billy Graham should have been. Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I heard about that, actually.
He was one of the most influential. Hulk Hogan and Jesse Ventura were directly, besides all the other people that were influenced by Superstar Billy Graham. They he made a mistake trying to come back in the early 80s after he left. He came back as a martial artist and he was bald. And he changed his whole persona. Instead of the guy that wore the tie-dyed shirts, the flowing hair. He should have kept that persona. That was the one that was groundbreaking. And nobody did better than him.
Mike says he
tried.
Mike says he used to see WWF in the 80s in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. So,
yeah.
Superstar had a way with words. That's true. That is
Yeah,
true. Too sweet to be sour. Power, the hour
That's
of
for
power.
sure.
My brother saw a WWF show in the 80s, and my mom and I saw Rumpelstiltskin. I got the short stick, apparently. I only ever got to see one WWF event and then WWE. And afterward, I mean, there were some cool matches, some disappointments though too. I mean, Jake the Snake in '96 came back, and Ultimate Warrior pinned Vader and shook the ropes in 45 seconds. And we were all booing and we were pissed off. We're like, what the hell? Well, we found out like weeks later that Ultimate got released, and I'm like, good, because his attitude sucked. And let's see, I got to see Kane of Mankind and Undertaker and what the hell? I think the main match on that one was Shawn Michaels versus Goldust. And thank God that one was not filmed. Thank God, because there was a lot of slurs that Michaels was throwing around to Goldust, and he did end up. I mean, Goldust we thought was going to win it, and then Shawn did the Sweet Chin Music, and that was the end of that.
Yeah.
Now my kid at the time, he goes down there because he was able to get the high fives, so he goes to high five Shawn Michaels and accidentally gets his titty. I thought that made me laugh because I saw it for no end, and that one was funny.
Yeah, right.
And then in 2006, that was when I stopped watching for a while. I got to meet. For the '96 one, I met Val Venus afterwards. I met God, who the hell else? There was 2 or 3. And then before the '06 one, because I won the tickets on a radio station, we got to go up it was a cookout / it was in a certain area you had to have. And we got to see, I have a picture of me and Shelton Benjamin with his IC title at the time.
Right.
Dawn Marie and Simon Dean. That's who we got for that one. But yes, Kimba is smoking high. But yeah, see, that's the thing. And then, so let's see. Lawler, Orton, Superstar Bill Dundee. This is all the people coming. Bushwhacker Luke, Coco Beware, Dr. D, Dave Schultz.
I love Dr. D. Dr. D is the original.
Ricky Morton.
He's the original Stone Cold. Literally. You go back and watch Dr. D. The most funniest thing when Dr. D was on that Tuesday Night Titan show with Vince McMahon and Lord Alfred Hayes. Mm-hmm. You remember that show? When they went to his house and they had the guns, and literally he shot a gun off in the studio, and Vince McMahon said, "What's the matter with you, man?" And it was literally in the same interview. It was right after he slapped John Stossel on 2020.
Yes.
When he did that slap. And Vince McMahon, the funniest thing I've ever heard, Vince McMahon goes, "You slapped the skin off his face, man." Oh, so hysterical.
John Stossel. Yeah.
ECW.
Oh, my God.
EC fucking W. That was some killer shit. They
Yeah.
showed up only once in my area. I regret. That's the one I think I told you about that before the ECW match. Gary Richrath's solo band performed before ECW came
I'll
on.
tell you what, I know.
And I would have loved to have seen that.
A friend of mine was at the when Owen Hart fell to his death.
Oh God, no! In
At that
Kansas City.
show, he was there.
Over the Edge '99. Oh,
yeah,
my
he
God.
came back. He literally flew out there to go to that show, and he came back, and literally, like everybody in the audience knew. Even when they say they didn't know, they knew. They knew, and then to see like Jeff Jarrett having to like literally crying on camera because he knew that was one of his best friends he just lost. Yeah. That's got to be one of the most heart-wrenching moments in television history, not just wrestling history. The way that they took away from the camera, they were so close to actually being seen on camera.
That mass transit incident, my God. Dirty Dutch Mantel is another good one, too. I'm glad he's still around. He does a podcast, I think, every week.
Incredible podcast. He's incredible.
Yes.
He's incredible. I love him. I'll tell you one of the best, I met Vince McMahon. That, to me, is like a high-ranking guy. Yeah, it was like brief.
So what happened?
But literally, it was in 1997, right before the Monday Night Wars were really amping up. And it was in Atlantic City at the Atlantic City Convention Center. And on the bill, it was Mankind versus Undertaker. and Bret Hart. It was like a 3-way match with Bret Hart, all 3 of them. And got to shake Bret Hart's hand, got to shake Undertaker's hand and Mankind's hand and Paul Bearer that day.
Nice.
But we saw Savio Vega walking out this door, like when everyone was paying attention to the main event. I saw Savio Vega walking out this door, and me and my wife at the time, we were like, let's go over there. And we walked over there. He walked out the door. We walked out there, and it was the parking garage. So he's walking out, and who's meeting him? Vince McMahon is walking up to Savio Vega as we were about to like say, hey, Savio, can we get your autograph? Vince McMahon walks up, and we're like, oh, my God, Vince McMahon. We're like, you got to beat Ted Turner. You got to beat WCW. He goes, oh, wait till you see what we do. And my girl at the time had an eyeliner. That's all she had. So we took the program page, and he just wrote a big VM. Scribbled and broke the thing. Couldn't even get Savio's autograph. And they went into a limo, and Sergeant Slaughter was in the limo with him. And it was just such an incredible. My heart rate's now how infamous Vince McMahon is pooping on girls and stuff.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my God, man! I think it honestly. I know Vince is a freak, but there's so much they're saying about the girl. Like they won't show who she really is.
He's the male Amber Heard.
She's into that stuff supposedly. She initiates a lot of that, and she might have been a missile sent in there to take down Vince McMahon.
Wow,
that's what they're saying. I don't know.
I never would have thought about that, but that could, I mean, it's going to be interesting this next year.
About that.
I can't believe Abdullah Butcher's still alive either. And I remember the controversy that he gave people the fork and he didn't tell people about the heps. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah.
I can't believe we're having wrestling talk. We're having Beatles stuff. And Elvis having wrestling
talk. Should have been
in
jail several times. That match against Vic Grimes where he took the taser and Vic goes over at XPW, boom, and I'm like, oh my God! And
I haven't watched too much. Like honestly, I've lost a lot of like tracking with the rest. Once 2010, 12, there were some good things, but it just started not keeping my interest. Like now, even though I watched the last WrestleMania, I watched the last Royal Rumble, I watched the pay-per-view. I'm not following the weeklies and stuff. There's too much over change now, and it's too much. It's fun to see Roman Reigns lose his reign for a little bit, or you get into a little bit of the Cody Rhodes story.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's what I was joking about earlier. Oh, Gypsy Joe, oh God. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning earlier in tribute earlier for the episode. I said, and I was doing it with a wink. I said, rest in peace, Chad Gable.
Right.
If anybody saw what happened on Monday Night Raw, I'm just like, I can't believe people fell for it and put it on Wiki that he was dead. And I'm going, you people haven't seen wrestling shows, have you? You don't know how this works, do you? I mean, I guess you could call me a smart mark, I suppose. That's what MGF likes to call it. You smart, fuck you, you smart marks. Hang on. There we go.
That is the original card. Yep, Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan, the original card from the arena.
Nice.
I wasn't there personally. I know somebody that was there, and they got it for me.
Nice.
That right there.
Very nice friend to do that.
Oh yeah, I collect these things, man. These are usually you have to get the whole program to even get them,
But I mean, this week with the beginning of the new Wyatt 6, I think Bo Dallas is going to do just good as Uncle Howdy. And then to see Fatu show up out of nowhere and go clock, and I'm going, oh my. It's using a staple gun on each other's tongues. And you know what, Dan? There was a video. Now, obviously, I know that the stapler wasn't real, but there was an intergender match. And this guy took a staple gun and goes to staple the woman's forehead, and then staples the. And you should have seen the way she was writhing in agony. And I said, "Excellent sell." And I said, and I bet you that guy got.
I'll tell you what.
Heat.
You know what? I can't imagine literally the most intense thing I've ever seen in wrestling has to be when the Dudley Boys slammed Mae Young from the top rope onto a table at 90 years old or whatever she was. How did she not Like literally, we look at Joe Biden like so fragile. Can you imagine Joe Biden being slammed through a table?
It's that 3D bitch.
Oh my God, that's got to go down as the greatest, one of the greatest, like intense moments. We've never seen nothing like that. Never. I don't think we ever will either.
So I'm hoping. I mean, my manager is printing up some business cards, so we can go to where she's going to Jonesboro with me, and I've already met Jimmy Hart twice. He's going to be there too, by the way, again. So I'll be torturing Jimmy as he goes. Let's see if he remembers me. He goes as he says, "How you doing, baby?" Like he always does.
Right.
And then I got her the Gentry's album that I got signed. So I'm like, we have an excuse to go see him. But I wanted, because I didn't have my business card when I talked to him last. He gave me something. If I knew where it was, I'd show you. He actually gave me a really neat mimeographed on plastic. It was a concert package from '66 that the Gentrys were on, and boy, oh boy, I mean, it was in Nashville, I think. Yeah, Nashville, and I was just like, incredible. He goes, "Here, I think you'd like that." Oh, look at you with the picture of Jim the Anvil.
I told you, I look at this box. They're full of photos, man.
Rest in peace, Anvil.
This box isn't just wrestling. Here's like another Jim Neidhart. Here you go.
Oh, see, now look, they were Ric Flair, baby. Woo! See, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'd love to meet Flair. I don't care what anybody says.
Here you go.
Yes. Oh, there you. Oh, yeah. Ian Asbury, Firewoman.
Yeah.
Also, briefly, the singer of the Doors.
Man.
Yes.
Here you go. Promo of this guy.
Oh, yes. Horns, ladies and gentlemen, horns.
Yeah.
Got any lady pictures? Ernesto's asking.
For you soul folk.
Oh, you got me on that one. Is that Al's brother?
Green? No, Yeah, I don't know. That's
he had one time
in the soul world. Here's another guy.
I've
heard of Bretton Wood. Yeah, Double Shot Records. Yeah. Yes, I see that.
Yeah. Give me some kind of sign girl.
Who else we got?
Oh,
here?
Thank you, Dave. Okay, yes. Hey, they're nothing to fuck with. Okay, just saying.
Wu-Tang Clan is one of the greatest rap groups of all time. I even have stuff like this.
Oh dear Lord!
I have hundreds of photos.
I can't remember the one from SNL that was a great Bieber impression.
Here's a lady.
Ooh, hi.
I forget who that is. Jenny McCarthy, maybe?
Yeah, I've heard.
Speaking of wrestling women, do you know who looks really, no offense, god-awful now? And she used to be half-decent looking. Missy Hyatt. What the hell was she thinking?
Sheryl Crow.
Well, there you
Sheryl Crow, love her.
Yes.
I'm going to be putting these photos up, so go to my eBay page. I can't play that one.
With Cheryl, all she wants to do is have some fun.
Yeah.
I have concert photos too. This is Bryan Adams.
Oh, Bryan, yeah.
On eBay,
you may want to save that photo though, because it cuts like a knife.
Yeah, right. Here, I'm gonna put it in my chat. I mean, in the chat.
Right.
Here's my there you go. That's my eBay
Becky
page.
Lynch is cute. Wink, wink.
Who we got?
That's his eBay 16mm Kingdom.
Eric Clapton.
Yeah. Eric Clapton. 100. I mean, look at this. This thing's filled with photos, man.
That's crazy.
Here's another one of Clapton.
Nice.
Here we go.
Wow.
You know who that is?
I'm an idiot. I should know. He looks familiar.
Tom Araya from Slayer.
Oh, okay.
Early picture, Tom Araya.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't have very much Slayer in my collection. I don't.
There's an early picture of Kerry King from Slayer.
Nice.
These are, from the original photographers.
Yeah, I know who Slayer is. I just don't
Here's
know.
one.
Oh, there you go.
Van Zant.
Oh,
yeah.
Here we go. See if you recognize this guy.
Yeah. I'll always like him. Who
else we got? Here we go.
Ah,
That's Wolfgang.
Wolfie. Yeah, I was going to
Oh,
say
yeah.
Wolfie. He really did make it out on his own, didn't he?
He
I'll
really
tell you,
did.
I'm
He's
glad.
pretty damn good. Here you go. Who's this?
Wait a minute.
Doobie Brothers.
Okay,
Oh,
I was going to Patrick Simmons. There
That's
we
him.
go. Yeah, I had to think about that for 2 seconds. They're out on tour.
Not very good picture.
Doobie's are on
You
tour.
recognize
Oh, there
him?
you go.
Oh,
Ian Anderson and Martin Barr.
From Madison Square Garden. That's a Madison Square Garden photo right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wish those two would get back together.
Bruce Dickens. Oh no, Glenn Tipton. Glenn Tipton.
I thought it was Bruce. I thought that was Bruce the way he was looking.
No, that's Glenn Tipton. Look at the vest.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
They
know
are
what?
similar.
Coming soon.
That was Defenders of the Faith tour.
Yeah. Oh God.
Here you
yeah,
go. This is from the Stay Hungry tour.
Oh, jeez, look at him. That's a great photo.
Yeah.
That's a great photo
He's
indeed.
putting these up. These are original photos too. These have the original Kodak. These aren't reprints. These are
Nice.
original from 1983. See, they're even stamped by the photographer.
Nice.
No, this is when we see a chance, you take it.
Oh, Steve Winwood.
No, Steve Winwood.
Steve Winwood, right?
Yeah, I couldn't recognize that.
I forget who this is.
I'm not sure, but
He got me on that too.
I forget. It's.
You got any pictures of Dean Martin? Ernesto's asking. Yes, that's true.
Nelson.
Nelson, good one.
Wow,
That's a deep cut. That's the original photo of Nelson.
Uh-oh.
Here you go. I'll be surprised if you know who this is.
Wait a minute.
Not very good. Like
It looks
His drummer was killed by Vince Neil.
Hanoi Rocks, Michael Monroe.
That's it right there.
Wow. That's scary. I remember that.
Sure, that I had to use that as the way to get you to remember.
I know that story. Yeah, I know.
Oh, Scorps.
That's it. Matthias and Rudolph.
Yeah.
Great photo. Do you like these photos? Are they cool?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Here's another one of Mike Monroe at the Ritz, New York City.
Mhm. I never knew that. Ben.
You got any pics of Gene Simmons?
I do somewhere. Here we go. Gavin.
Oh God! My wife would have known in 2 seconds if she was around.
Yeah.
She loved him. Oh God!
Here we go. An original picture.
One of the kids.
Nice.
This was the reunion tour to 1996, Madison Square Garden.
Sweet.
That's not Peter Criss, is it? Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it is. That's Peter Criss.
Yeah.
Here we go. This guy. So you remember him?
Oh boy. You know, my mind is not doing so good today.
Alec John Such.
Oh, from the No Talent Bon Jovi band.
Bon Jovi, yeah, bass player Bon Jovi.
Yes.
All right.
I thought I heard he got booted out in a very strange way too out of that band.
Alanis Morissette.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Damn, it's cool. We're doing the show and tell picture. Show and
I'm not sure.
Cozy Powell.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'm like, well, you're really you're messing with my brain cells today, but in a good way.
Some band members I don't remember.
Oh God, I should. He's got the Robert Plant hair though,
Love
don't he?
is all around you.
Ah,
Love is knocking outside your door.
The real Peter Criss, you betcha.
Here's another one of him with his double neck.
Cool.
Nice.
Nursing guitar, yeah.
Yeah. Who else do I got here? I'm just looking in this one box. I got boxes.
Oh, Carlos.
See, right in the back it says copyright and everything. These are original photos.
Nice.
Carlos Santana. That was when he did Smooth.
Oh yeah.
He sure got damn lucky with that album. I'll tell you that. That's what resuscitated his career. Oh, there's a nice one. Yes.
This is Lick It Up tour.
I was just thought that was Vinny. I wasn't sure.
Vinny
Yes.
Vincent. Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah, with Eric Carr. Here's another one, another great one. So I'll be putting these photos up. You Kiss fans and stuff, probably starting $10 a photo, and that's good.
Ernesto
Usually
likes
go
to
for
know if you've got any silent movies.
That's
silent movies. I do.
That question. Jeez.
That's the cannons from
From the
that's
Creatures of the Night tour.
Creatures of the Night tour. Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to Grateful Dogs.
There's another one. Lick It Up tour.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
And again, most of these pictures are at the Philadelphia Spectrum, Madison Square Garden, New York. A lot of them are New York based. Here's another one just of the showers of the stage and stuff. Let me see what else we got.
You got any Wendy O. Williams plasmatics?
I do have a Wendy O. Williams. I love Wendy O.
Me too.
Here you go. Here's a backstage with Ace. With a friend of mine.
Nice. There you go.
Here's this one's pretty cool. This is even earlier backstage photo with Ace.
Damn.
Cool.
That's 70s. That's Eric Carr there sitting there.
I was just gonna say, yeah, it looked like Eric.
Here's one of
oh, there we are. I'm sorry. I'm like, I figured.
Yeah, that's Paul.
Yeah,
That's
Paul.
Paul. 1977. Here's another one.
Yep.
Yeah, Paul.
What am I doing with these photos? I don't need them no more. That's why I'm like, here's
I
like
get
just
you.
a stage photo. But Kiss fans, that would like it. That's before the show.
Very much.
Let me see what else we got. Here's Gene in the dressing room.
Oh, there you
Unpublished
go.
photo too. This has never been seen before.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
So
Somebody will
Speed
definitely
Avian-
grab those up. They will.
I just sold one of these on my eBay. It's a Vaxel Rose.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
I just sold one of those. That one did up to $25. Here's a Kiss Force, Kiss Club photo.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Sorry, I should remember.
Here's one, Ace Frehley promo photo. That was from the early 70s.
Boy, you got a lot of photos.
Yeah, I even got guys like him,
Oh,
Shaquille.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, you mean the rapper?
Yeah.
Oh God,
He
no,
actually, with
Ernesto.
the
Ernesto,
food-
I don't want to see that.
He had that good song though. The Foo something. What's up, Doc? Can we rock?
Yeah.
What's up, Doc? He actually rapped pretty good in that song. That's actually a pretty good song. Here's one, Bruce Kulick.
Oh, the later member.
Excellent guitar player, yes.
Oh, here's one. Here's a good one.
Oh, there you go.
Ringo. Yeah.
This one's
Some
from
love.
87, I think. One of his first All-Star
When it was a
tours.
less crooked boy.
Yeah. Here's another picture from that tour.
That's a nice shot.
Unpublished photos, never been published in any magazines, but done with professional photographers.
That's a good photo. Yeah.
Yeah, so $10 each should, be all right. Here's a good one. This
Nice. Oh, look at that.
yeah, that's a Ringo photo.
Oh, come on, Dan.
Jack Lemmon.
Hey, listen, you know what, though? The naked photos of Jack Lemmon and Yoko Ono, that'd be a really odd couple, wouldn't it, for nudity? Oh.
That's Steve Stevens.
Oh, yeah.
If you like him.
Nice.
Who else we got?
He did.
Kiss. That's more. Oh, here's a Bon Jovi.
Oh, God, I think I'm physically ill now. I'm looking
Oh,
at
yeah.
that no talent hack.
Yeah.
Whenever I
Bon
see him,
Jovi
I
here.
don't have a nice day.
Richie Sambora.
Richie Sambora.
Look at that guitar face, though. I mean, I like
Yeah, I know,
Sambora
right?
as a guitar player, but I heard he's an ass, too.
Oh, Bill Haley.
Oh, look at that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
classic.
Elvis.
Cool.
Elvis and Bill Haley.
Bill Haley was a good musician. Yeah, I like him. His music.
Oh, I even got some movie stills too, like this.
Oh,
Oh,
Hellraiser.
look at
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie.
I have original movie stills.
Ernesto wants to know, do you happen to have any unreleased Kennedy assassination for her?
I'm May. Is Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah.
Oh, the band
Here's a
that you got
great
to
one.
figure out the sexual cliche in every song.
Oh, Van Halen. Yeah, 3 members.
Ah.
Of Van Halen,
It was Mike Anthony's birthday this week.
yeah. Is it?
Oh, Michigan boy. Oh, there we go. Van Hagar.
Van Hagar, yeah.
I love these promo shots, the ones that the record companies would get. I even have like stuff like this.
I always liked her, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Who is that? I can't.
That's Trevor Hudson.
Oh, Jeffrey. I didn't recognize. That's a recognize. I know who she is. Yeah.
I have American Idol stuff. I have like, yeah, these are all American Idol. Nobody wants to see that.
I used to.
Yeah, I was gonna say I never. Yeah.
But I do have her, Christina Aguilera.
Oh, yes, I know.
Here's I think this is Ginger Spice.
Ah.
Spice.
She's asking if you want to be her lover.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
God.
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet
The
Boys.
Backdoor Boys, ladies and gentlemen, the Backdoor Boys.
Here is, I think this is Fergie.
Eh.
I think. I forget. I don't know. Might be. And Avril Lavigne. I almost thought it was Avril Lavigne for a minute there.
That's right. We haven't made it to the Cheez-It spot.
That's the Pussycat Dolls
Oh, yeah.
singer. Oh, here's a good one.
Brittany and Justin. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I know that.
I had a whole photo business at one time. Literally. I had a flea market store and I sold all photos and stuff.
Nice. One more, my friend, and then I'm going to have to make you smoke, so I'll explain.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
dude,
one
no,
more.
that's good.
Dig out one more out of that box.
All right, let's see. What's a good one? Here we go. My favorite one.
Oh, yes. I would have loved to. Oh, boy, I would love the
Linda
last.
Carter.
So never mind. Anyways.
There you go.
You
I had fun
got
showing them.
you got any Elaine Joyce or Terry Garr?
I do somewhere.
Ladies
But
and
hey,
gentlemen,
Paul, let me know if you want photos, man. If you're going to a convention, you want one, message me. Maybe I could mail you some photos. Just
definitely down the line. He also had Gwen Stefani, not a Spice Girl.
I know what she's
Lusty,
like, yeah.
very lusty. Good one, Dan.
Oh yeah, that
so
might have been Shakira, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry that I got to put the brakes on this, but I do have to take care of a family errand. I actually went about a half hour over, but only because I really love you people. Okay, it's all there is to it. I love being here. Before you guys all scram off here, because I know a lot of you people disappear after I say I'm getting off of here. Yeah, my sheets were dirty thanks to that. Yeah, listen, I think a lot of Kleenex boxes were used in the 70s and to today from her. So the thing is that, like I said, we will be doing a show on Wednesday night. And no Saturday night show coming up. So Wednesday night we will do a show. I'm not sure when yet. I'm thinking like, I don't know, somewhere between like 5 and 6, probably do it again. And then let's see. Until then, I guess, everybody just take care. God bless, rock on. And like I said, if any of you guys are going to be in the Jonesboro, Paragould, Arkansas area this coming weekend, hey, I'll be around. Message me and let's see here. Oh yeah, here's another thing though. Do you have Jimmy Hoffa photos? Was he in the trunk? Was he in Giant Stadium?
Yeah, right.
Let's see here. Randy is the name for Randy after that last comment. Did you find Circus, Paul? Circus is on my list, Dan. No, I have not, but it's on my list. I know there's 3 different ones. Dan,
it's like saying if somebody can find the original. That's like saying if somebody can find the decapitated photos of Paul McCartney to prove he died in 1966.
I bet you there's photos of that too. I also wanted to say we had 30 people again up here at one point or another. Everybody,
awesome.
I know, and we tried around here, and like I said, once again, everybody, I love everybody being here, and we try very much to not have any drama unless it's going to be the S album drama, and of course, I always like to drink nectar with the money, man. Rest in peace on that. So, until then, everybody, take care. God bless. Right? Yeah, I know.
God
Fall.
bless
Yeah,
everyone.
Fall McCartney. Just everybody take care, and thank you very much for always coming here. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. We're going to be doing some fun things coming up in the summer. I promise you. I'm trying to line up some things. I don't want to give it away yet. So there's going to be a lot more coming from this channel.
Cool.
All right, I love you guys. You guys are the
Love
best.
everybody.
Here, take care. Always powered by coffee each and every time. That is the Mighty Psycho promise.
Yeah, thanks,
See
Paul,
ya.
for having me out.